Hello, everyone. Oh my god, I need to stop exaggerating that. How's everyone doing? Happy Saturday, everyone. Nice to see you all here. We got a nice day of reviewing some matches. It's been a while. I think the last one was back in like February before I had that trip. So should be exciting, and there's quite a backlog. I would love to say that I can tackle all of them today, but that is going to be an impossible feat. But we will get to as many as we can. Hazel Parent, Semi-Original Guy, Mansa Musa. It was an unfortunate time to post the podcast vid. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. I know. I saw you like typing. I was like, oh. And I was like gonna put mine. I was like, okay, I'll just wait until like the stream starts. But yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I guess you can repost it if you want. I don't know. But guys, you should go watch that video of Mansa Musa. It was a lot of fun doing that. So highly suggest. Yeah, I think we need more podcast kind of content. Anyways, hey, Josh PW, aka Dr. Nasty, Pennsylvanian. How's it going? Okay, so I already pre-uploaded some of the games that we're gonna look at, and I just want to jump right into it because I know a lot of people watch these afterwards, and I don't want to delay the intro too much, no? So let's get into this one. Will the music glitch? Okay, didn't glitch. Okay, so good. But if I okay, and now it's gone. Okay, now it's back. Okay. I've been having so many issues with the music player, man. DevJ, if you're listening, oh, you can't even see my face. There you go. It's bright outside. This change of layout is not the best for streaming, honestly, because I get the sun hitting me right here. But we're just gonna have to roll with it for now. Yes, let's get into this match. Let's do like, man, these maps that are so big, it's hard to get to look good. Okay, something like that. And chat will be kind of tiny. I'm so sorry, chat. But we try our best. Anyways. Boom. We got this match. It was submitted by... Should I tell you guys who submitted the game every time I do? You know what? People sometimes submit matches that they lose and sometimes matches that they win. So it's not really a spoilers. And so because this was submitted, by one person, we can probably like focus on that person. So this was submitted by Lazar Bear right here. Let's look at these elos. Okay, 11, almost 1200, and we got a 900. Okay, so a significant difference in elo here. Got Sammy against Eagle. Sammy being the higher rated player, and we actually have the map that you wanted, Dr. Nasty. So there you go. Let me change this a little bit. Oof. I'm messing up. Okay, that'll have to do. So, Pixlat Stand. It's a 3-base map. There's a double airport. Kind of a wacky, different kind of map. And Lazar Bear wanted to focus on strategy and power usage. Okay, interesting. Well, let's see. So we got Lazar Bear here in the Red Fire, I think it's called, this one, with Sammy at the top, and 11, almost 1200 player. And then we have Thir Fuzzwas. With Eagle, with a 200 elo difference, so a 900 almost player against maybe like a 300 elo difference. Oh wow. An Eagle with the Penguins at the bottom. So I think this might be kind of an obvious chain. So the one base infantry just goes to this city since it can chain here, but it can also just like skip ahead and then go for this or try to go for this. I feel like this is pretty contested, and then this space is pretty contested. So it's all about like this whole pivoting area. Even I'm confused about how to play this map, says Dr. Nasty. I can totally relate to that, man. I'm playing against Jokas on my map in the tournament, the Vuelta de Obligado, and I don't even understand how to play it. So yeah, it's a, I don't know if it's a good thing, you know, not really knowing how to play a map that is kind of unconventional. I think cap phase here is looking pretty decent for both. We did get I think a tank skip here, right? Yeah, so Surfus skipped making a tank right here. Could have made a tank on the 2 base over here, or perhaps on the 1 base, but decided against it. Okay. And Lazar made a tank from the 2 base. Yeah, pretty standard opening. What was it? Strategy and power usage? Okay, so kind of like macro and powers. So this will be more, maybe more like mid to late game. For now, it's pretty standard. I'm now making a tank over here by Surface instead of making one over here to defend from this tank, which I'd probably recommend, especially keeping a tank. So this is like a 2 tank delay over here on this base almost. I think it could be fine if Eagle is not going to go for this or this, if he's just going to focus on this and this. So now he can make a copter perhaps, and it'll be in time to protect this city, or he can make a tank and be in time to protect this city. So either of those options. So I think a copter would be really nice, because 12k is the number for copter triple infantry right here. And that is exactly what he's going to do. Okay, cool. Lazar Bear made a mech over here. Okay, Sammy, makes sense. I've also seen a lot of mechs over here on this map, so like from the 1 base, which is kind of odd to see. We got an anti-air in response to this copter, which is going to be dancing around because the copter can like fly above the river, you know, so the anti-air is going to have a hard time chasing it. We got a T-copter, so we're going to be expecting some mechs possibly from either this base, maybe perhaps this base that is a little bit more in the back, so you can start shipping mechs right into here. And we're gonna get an interrupt. Well, not really an interrupt. So this is something that I wouldn't go for as the Eagle. Like Sammy's gonna get this, and this is gonna be a dead infantry. That's a really bad trade. Like you didn't do any damage. Perhaps you did a 1000 damage because of the repairs that this is gonna cost. But it's not delaying this city, and you're losing an infantry. So that's you're dealing 4 HP damage onto an infantry for a full infantry. You could say that you're delaying this infantry from capping this, so another 1k damage, but not worth it, I think. I understand it though, it's like, oh, Sammy's being greedy, but if you can't stop it, just let it be, it's whatever. It's okay, T-Copter is going to be pushing forward an infantry to capture the city. Gonna use an infantry from this base, using the lander to get the port instead of an infantry from this base, so that Lazar can spend some more like unit count on mechs from the 1 base. So let's see. Copter's gonna get a 1 little free hit, which is nice. Look at that, leading at 4, that extra damage by Eagle. The day-to-day finally paying off for Eagle. I mean, it can't even stop a Sammy capture, right? You need to leave it at 3. I think it has to be 120. Let's see, can Eagle stop a Sammy capture? Ooh, okay, high roll, he could. But it has to be like a max. Oh, not even guaranteed, okay. Damn, Sammy is really hard to stop her caps. That's gonna be a dead infantry. So solid job here by Lazar. Ooh, nice use there tactically, preventing the infantry to attack from the silo. So it has to shoot from a forest or a shoal, probably from the forest. I don't think this mech, well, this is fine. Wait, actually these are Sammy infantry, so Eagle should probably just run away and not even attack. But now the Comtar is on the thread, so pretty good job here by Lazar, and not much of a response here from Surface. You do have this copter, It can't attack this infantry, so it's probably gonna have to shift somewhere over here. So I can probably get a free shot from the mountain onto this infantry. So I'm gonna be happy that she got this mountain, I mean the city, and then just sitting on the mountain. Gotta be careful with that HQ too, right? Like, gotta respect that Sammy HQ thread. There's only 3 infantry, but hey, if you don't respect it, it can be a problem. Gonna get this Artie. Not sure what this Artie is doing though. Artie's a good against Sammy to sort of stop caps, but they don't guarantee stopping a cap. Look at the damage it does, even with a. Well, wait, at the early game it doesn't stop the cap, and then with a comm tower, it's almost guaranteed. But there's a chance that you don't stop it, which is really unfortunate to rely on luck. Eagle's gonna try to go for this cap. There's a whole bunch of infantry here, but I think there's more from Eagle, so this is pretty good. There's a copter coming. This anti-air is probably not gonna be in time. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Sammy could probably stop this, just send 1 infantry, and then the copter will be able to support next turn. Since the anti-air is gonna need like 3 turns to get there. So, ooh, okay, Eagle decided to take that fight. Another losing fight, so that's a kind of a 2-for-1 trade, no? I don't know if you can hear the dog. She's right there. So losing a lot of... Ooh, using the mech. Maybe because the anti-air is too late, so the copter can defend it. Standing there on the high terrain. Okay. Gonna lock down the city with a Artie. So far, so good for Sammy, I'd say. Also, this area is looking very precarious, if that's a word in English. For Eagle, like you got the comm tower under threat. This 8 HP can still cap in 2 turns, and this already cannot defend the comm tower. It can defend this, but against a single infantry, it can be a problem. But lucky for Eagle, there's an airport, so you can make a copter and just quickly shut down any of these infantry, because there isn't any copter or anti-air from Eagle. Although you don't want to make copters as Sammy against Eagle, because it is pretty significant. The difference in stats there. It's kind of like an even trade for Eagle if Sammy attacks with her copter against Eagle. It's pretty crazy. So mech being exposed right there in the front against these images is easily gonna get picked off by these guys. Not sure what's doing on that silo. You're not loading the missile silo with a bazooka, so that's not gonna work. And it went all the way back, so I'm gonna skip ahead that turn. Carter's gonna be protecting this cap from this guy, sacrificing. But yeah, mech is gonna get picked off. Bye bye. This did injure these infantry a little bit. There's a mech coming with a T-copter and more infantry. If Lazarbear sends an anti-air, I know this one has been chasing this guy, but maybe a new one, or maybe front shifting this one would be really good. I think this one can be outside of range. Yeah, I can go up here and then just lock down this whole area, and that would force like some tanks being sent over here and then really confuse Eagle a lot. That's kind of the thing that you have to do, I think, in this map. I don't see Eagle getting this city anytime soon with his Artie lock. We have to get into a fight here that's going to be hard to beat. You have to send like a vehicle plus an infantry to take out this mech, and then hit the Artie with a copter. Yeah, and there goes the anti-air, so that's pretty neat. Gonna put the copter on the city. I like to see that. So then this infantry can't just like for free start capturing. It's pretty nice. It delays a little bit this little thread. Eagle, Sammy being ahead on 2k. Ahead also on unit count, because all these little fights that have been happening have been pretty beneficial. What's this, the copter damage onto that tank? Damn, Sammy's vehicles are not very good. There goes this anti-air. That's gonna be the last attack that this copter can get for free, and there's not a lot of unit count left over here. But she has sent a tank over here towards the upper left. So this is gonna defend against this anti-air. That infantry is gonna get blown to pieces by this arty. Okay. And moving away, it seems like here by Eagle from the city. Ooh. Okay, so one copter is gonna go down. Okay. So really keeping the fight there. I'm probably gonna bring the tank. Gonna have to put it on the city. Or else it can get shot by this tank. Okay, and now this anti-air is finally in this corridor. Got a whole bunch of infantry, double T-copter as well. But you're gonna need a mech or some copter. Okay, so copter is gonna be the response to possible tanks shifting in this area. That's a lot of infantry. The charge is slowly going up, which was one of the things that Lazar Bear wanted to look at. Ooh, Eagle getting impatient over here and doing the tank infantry clears the mountain and attacks with a copter onto the arty, and Sir Fuzz here getting impatient. He's gonna block off here. He really wants to get this capture, and then after that, probably you can just pull back. That charge is going up. Double time is an option now, and you have to be careful about that because this mech can blow up this anti-air with a double time. So that could be a really good option. And then after that, your copters can go ham over here. And actually, Eagle's gonna pull back. Not as much as he would need, because both of these tanks are in range of these two copters, and then you got more coming. Yeah, definitely this anti-air is gonna get destroyed. Either double time or like tank, but it's on a silo, so I think you need the mech double time. This would be a good double time turn. I think you can also stop this cap and destroy all these infantry from Eagle, and then the unit count difference is gonna be crazy. Unfortunately, this one isn't in range, so go there by Surface. Another anti-air that can get destroyed. Damn. Is this gonna be a double time turn? It's not? Wow. Are we just getting a bunch of charge? Okay. It was to get some charge. I understand. Now it's dangerous because lightning strike is coming, right? So you gotta be careful. But double time is here. Wow, didn't go for the tank attacks. I think that would have been pretty good to injure these guys, and then you get one copter attacked, but it's fine, you have more. Infantry gonna get taken out, and now that is gone. That's gonna be stopped, and then a bunch of infantry fights. Ooh, wait, why are we attacking this one? We're going to clear here and attack with this one, and then this one got pick off this one. Yeah, really good fights over here. Double D copter, boosty, mech coming, blocking there against the tank. They're gonna start the comm tower cap as well. Gonna attack? Okay. Okay, from the road, so this infantry can't attack back. I think those are really good turn, honestly. It's scary because Eagle is pretty close to lightning strike, and the income is still pretty high, right? 23 to 20. A lot of unit count difference, so a lot of pickups there. Not a lot of infantry left for Eagle, so very little chances for Eagle to put any threats. The most infantry he has is maybe here on the right, where it's like really awkward to maneuver. So I don't think Eagle's gonna get any extra income for the next, I don't know, at least like 6 turns or something. He's gonna need a really good lightning strike. Let's see. So he's gonna finish. He's gonna cancel that capture there. Free up the copter. He's gonna get, okay, it wasn't exactly an even trade, I guess. Maybe it was with no comm towers that it was more of an evenish trade. There's something weird with the music, no? It kind of, when it starts, it like glitches out a little bit. Maybe it's just me, but it does sound like it. Next turn, definitely gonna see that super coming, and let's see if Lazar Bear does the classic mistake of just like pulling back. It doesn't seem like Sammy is definitely going in and taking out units inside. Copter down, infantry down, probably take out this guy as well. I mean, that's oh, okay, it doesn't take out the infantry. I think that would be pretty good. You do a 1-for-1 trade and you're winning in that trade because you have so many more than Eagle does. Copter down. Okay, a little bit, getting a little bit cautious here because of that incoming lightning strike and starting the cap here, which forces 2 vehicles actually from Eagle or a lightning strike, but no infantry in range to support this interrupt, which is going to be key for Sammy. She's going to want to get more caps, either more caps, get this com tower, just keep up the pressure, which is really good. Look at how many army is coming down this corridor and how little there is from Eagle. You're going to start to see this, like a lot of supporting. I wouldn't be surprised if this tank loads up here and gets dropped off here like tank infantry, and just to like get more unit count over here, which is going to mean that this is all the unit count that's going to be left for Eagle against this army from Lazar Bear. So let's see, that's going to get stopped. Copter on copter. Lion on 1. Nice Eagle day-to-day there. And actually, wow, just a copter was enough to stop that capture, but we're going to send that other tank to finish it off. And I wonder if this is going to be a lightning strike or not. What else can you get from this lightning strike? I guess just a few shots, but it's not going to be the best lightning strike, but it might be worth it to clear out some unit count and then try to come back into the game. It's going to get taken. It doesn't look like a lightning strike. No. Oh! Okay. Not sure about the rocket build. Is it just to take out the anti, I guess? Like rocket copter, perhaps? So rocket, and then copter's going to take it out. This copter's not going to be in range, and so then you get a few more shots. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Copters covering this one. It's not bad. Also, these copters are now crazy good. Look, this is funny. This is really funny. If this attacks this lightning strike Eagle copter, you do not want to attack that guy. That's a Kanbei copter right there. That's like it's like a 6-5 trade. That's pretty crazy. Let's see if Lazar could use a double time here, perhaps. You can get a nice mech shot, finish this off. Maybe the extra stats helps to take out this copter. You can take out this tank as well in the middle, and then kind of win this fight over here as well. We'll see. Okay, gonna keep fighting. T-copter. I like the keeping up with the push here on the right side by Lazar Bear. I think that's really good. All these IRDs and rockets are pretty passive from Eagle. So, and they're not going to reach this HQ, right? So look at that threat. Look at that infantry staring at that HQ, and Lazar Bear not using that double time either. So that charge is going up. Look at that. Okay, wow. Got a high roll, right? It was like 6. Okay, yeah. So high roll for Sammy. So 5-6 instead of 6-5 trade. Getting a lot of charge, getting really close to that, what's it called? Victory March? Tank down. Copter is going to go down though, this anti-air. And then probably Meg is also going to go down. But now these two copters are kind of staring at this space, plus these copters, not a lot of air defenses from Eagle. And super close to that Victory March, which is the only power that can win you the game right there in the spot. Will Eagle... Okay, I think Eagle just lost then. Okay, yeah, just going for a bunch of attacks that gave a bunch of charge. I think this is it. This is GG. Well, if you wanted to look at powers, I mean, definitely Eagle has to be more careful about the opponent's powers, because this is GG moment. Victory March. Going with a 6 HP, not the 10 HP. Not the 10 HP, not the 9 HP. The 6 HP infantry. Gets the HQ capture and wins the game right there and then. GG to Lazar Bear. Well done. Honestly, strategy and power usage, really good. I think that was really well done. I'd probably... there's more things to look at from Surfus here. Maybe too passive here with the indirects. Maybe taking too many early fights as well that were bad trades, and then losing unit count, and then you can't respond to more fights, that kind of thing. Yeah. I'm not sure what to improve from Lazar Bear. That's kind of the thing when you look at a game that you won. I don't know why so many of those attacks were done before the double time in the first one. But it might have worked out in the end because it gave extra charge for now to use the super. So definitely power control from Eagle was lacking there. Gotta be mindful of that. Victory March, it can sneak up on you and it just ends the game right there. Okay, so next one. Ooh, wow, interesting matchup. The music player developer should fix the buggy music. I know, right? I wonder who that is, DevJ. Oh, there's a spreadsheet with like all the fixes that need to be done on the music player. Hey Sergu, how's it going? Shoop, welcome. Hey Melody. Okay. Yeah, Eagle definitely needed to have some unit on the HQ, either a copter or something. So, how do I change this? Man, sometimes I like forget how to do all this stuff. Okay, this works. All right, so we have this game. It was submitted by... wait, is this the wrong game? Oh, I think I skipped one. Whoops. Wait, 1 second. You've seen nothing. Yeah, that was the following game, so we're gonna go with this game. Does this work? There you go. Okay. So this game, it was submitted by Raibika. And Raibika says... Okay, I'm not gonna read the full response because it's kind of a spoiler, but something about the opener. So big question marks on opener, power, and like early game. Okay, so pretty much opening and early game. Let's look at this. So this was in the Glenstorm, the High Funds Cup. This was a pretty fun map made by Pinwheel. Can't remember the name. Was it like Rumba Diosa or something like that? I can't remember. But we have Stormtrooper. I think this is Samantha. So 1100, and then we have Raipika, also 1100. So two 1100s. This is probably like Division 2, maybe Division 3, or is it Division 1? I don't know. Hey Ding Ding, you're new to Advanced Wars by Web? Nice, welcome. So let's look at this game. We have Von Bolt against Sammy. Why do I feel like I watched this game already? Did we cover this game already? I feel like we did. I feel like we covered this game already. Oh well. We have Von Bolt, a tier 2 CO, against Sammy, a tier 4 CO in high funds. I don't know why you would ever go Sammy here. This game was covered. Yeah. Okay, so we can probably go a little bit faster on this one. Let's look at the opener here from Raipika. Making a recon. Okay. Makes a lander, which makes sense here because of the extra movement, and so then you get this base a little bit quicker, and then you already have the lander to like do mega drops over here. So Sammy definitely playing very under tier, right? So that's gonna be a huge problem here from Raipika. Gonna need a massive aggressive opening. Cannot try to go for that late game. You know, you get to start already very much ahead and dictate fights that are very positive. So Stormtrooper is definitely chilling, you know, cruiser mode. Got this recon that's going to try to put some pressure, but the anti can deal enough damage to this recon. I think you're going to need like mechs, RDs perhaps to deal with that extra defense from Bombalt, because tank against tank is not going to cut it. Like, you can leave this anti hanging against this tank and it's going to be fine for Bombalt. So here we see the mech play with an anti-air. Recon's going to get a little bit of damage and it's going to get taken out. So it stopped a little bit the capture game over here. Now you get the Neo tank coming. No response to the tech up from Sammy. So I think that was the opener that Rapika was mentioning, the Recon. But it's just not going to be enough. At least you're going to need more of a follow-up. I think perhaps with Sammy, you can try to all in on the HQ that is a little bit exposed right over here. Kind of use these pivots. If you can try to really focus down and go for like an HQ race, that could perhaps work. Because your chances are going to be very, very slim here. Now we see the Mega, this classic Mega drops here. Bomber going to be made in response to this Mega. That's going to be the only thing that Sammy can really do to answer to these Neo tanks from Bombalt. Look at least at 4. That's a fine anti-air still. But it looks like Rapika's focusing more on the middle. Now makes a responsive fighter. So that, I think this is already lost. Like already by now, this game is lost. I mean, I know you're gonna say it was lost on day 1 or day 0 because Rapika picked Sammy. I know. But the fact that the focus is a lot in the middle. Look at all these infantry from Sammy. No, like, I don't know, RDs. I know maybe a copter can help take out this cruiser. But it's looking very like an even game, which just puts Bombalt way ahead. So Mega gonna try to do what it can to chase his Neo tank. Gonna trap it with infantry. Look at all these units shifting more towards the left. There's no win condition here for Sammy, and the problem with her usually is that her front switching capabilities are very low, right? Because most of her army is like infantry and mechs. Her powers affect infantry and mechs only, and so if you're focusing on this front and then you have your power, and then you can, like, maybe you get all these properties, but that's gonna be it. Well, what if you focus over here and then maybe you get your super eventually, and you can go for a lab cap perhaps. Okay, goes for a power probably to get some positive infantry fights and get like a blockage here to prevent this bomber attacking and then Neo tank destroying the Mega tank. But I think this is over. Gonna fight a lot over here and kind of split the armies. But I'm pretty sure this 8 HP or soon to be 8 HP until you can take this out easily, and then you can just pick off all these infantry from Sammy. And if Sammy doesn't have infantry, what is she doing, right? You're playing with a lower firepower CO with increased everything, firepower, defense. It's just crazy. Wow, doesn't even attack, doesn't even go for the copter kill, just pulls back. That's how comfortable Bombalt can be. I would say definitely just keep fighting, like just take out the copter and then you're chilling. Let Sammy hit your fighter. Like, let's see what that would look like. Probably similar to the Eagle thing. But yeah, 4, 6, like. But using that double time, I think is also a mistake, because your only tool would be the Victory March to go for that lab. And yeah, I think I kind of remember this game, so I'm gonna go a bit quicker. I think it's just I know it can be fun sometimes to pick like a lower CO, a lower tier, but with this such of a difference, it's like kind of, I don't know, impossible. Already at the 11, 1200, you know, people know about that, and you know, they'll just brawl, and brawling, you're just gonna lose. I know you can look at like perhaps Grim guy, him using Grim and beating pros, but Man, this is tough. It's high funds too. Like, Sammy does not like high funds. So we're gonna get a rocket here, and now we're getting into a little bit of a stall. Both have their com towers, both have their cities. We got equal income, so this is just devastating for Sammy. Mega is gonna get taken out. No shots left. Got the fighter protecting here from this fighter attacking this bomber. So Samantha here just chilling, protecting the city with a few infantry tanks. Gonna someone jump there and going for another power. Okay. So, yeah, Rebecca did mention the powers, but I wonder if the game could change if Rebecca just focused everything onto the lab. Because this base can't help that much with this lab. You do have this base that's really close by, but maybe you can funnel everything. And you have this lander dropping, right? 2, 4, 6, 7 mega tank. Like, you can be very strong in this area. But that's not the case here. You would need some opening that, like perhaps the recon was good to divert some resources here and then all in everything over here with, you know, copter, bomber, RDs, mega lander drops. I think the lander was good. I think that's the way to go with some mega drops. Honestly, also, you don't need copters or artillery to take this out. I think the mega tank does enough damage here, right? Okay, yeah, a little bit. Damn, those stats are crazy. And there goes the megas. This is just ideal scenario for Von Bolt. This got paralyzed, and I'm sorry, Rebecca, but it is the end of the road. Gonna try to capture this and front switch everything towards the left. Again, there's no end game objective here for Sammy, so I think we're just gonna see a slow bleed out brawl. I think this game was a little bit long, and because we already covered it, I think I'm just gonna speed through a little bit. I think the last time I gave a bit more of a in-depth analysis. Rebecca's gonna try to hold on, try to accumulate and think of something else to do, but not gonna go for the lab cap at all. Just focusing everything over here, it seems. You do have this other lab, so in that scenario where you have to focus on this lab, you have to also make sure that this doesn't get capped. But damn, now locking down the com tower with a rocket, so looking to capture this, and if Sammy loses that com tower, it is, you know, it's not GG, it's like ultra GG. Gonna get another rocket, double rocket as well, so very passive. You don't want to be doing that. It's tough because you kind of need the indirects to help you out against the extra defense from Von Bolt, because you can't be fighting same unit against Von Bolt in this scenario. So you kind of need those like indirects against tanks or copter against tank, that kind of thing, those kind of triangles. And Stormtrooper is just going to be chilling, just happy to be actually ahead on income, because she has both of these cities. Rebecca a little bit indecisive on what to do. Gonna shuffle and really focusing on this area. Stormtrooper just keeping this mega tank here. Like, you can't move this mega tank. Now, honestly, wow, and shifting everything. This can... I don't know if it's a mistake. I guess it's fine. But maybe Stormtrooper is going to give up this city. No infantry in range unless we use a double time. But say bye-bye to that lab cap objective now. With all this army on the right now. Look at all this army, man. What can Sammy do here? Nothing. You got a carrier here. Stormtroopers chilling. Gonna start capturing here. Now splits the army a little bit, on some on the left to get this cap, some on the right to defend these caps, as all this army comes towards the right. Stormtroopers gonna stop that and attack a little bit using the black bolts as blockers. Carrier's not gonna do too much. But at this point, doesn't really matter. And we are up to the victory march. And Stormtrooper just going all out, just attacking everything in sight and just like throwing everything in Sammy's face. And Rebecca's gonna use the power now. But you see what I mean? Like there's 3 infantry here and no infantry, no mechs. Like it's a power that doesn't do anything because it doesn't affect all these vehicles. So it's really hard to play Sammy on high funds. There has to be something that makes her really good. There's actually a map right now in the Global League that is really good for Sammy. It's made by Voice of Akasha's alt, the one called Clown Piece. What was the name? Something Skyfall, something like that. Really fun map where you have like a side that is very like transport reliant, and you have a bunch of infantry and mechs, and it's pretty low income as well. Missile gonna land here. This is just gonna be a cleanup. Yeah, bye-bye bomber. Bye-bye army of Sammy. Good effort by Repika for attempting this, but yeah, definitely try not to underpick. GG. I think they must have been before the new edition of the drop down. When you do the CO pick, then it shows you the tiers. That was kind of recent, and I love that. I'm so happy that that's in the site. Thank you, devs. That's amazing because it can be very confusing for newer players. Also, when changing modes, you forget that one CO can be better or worse. It's kind of tricky. Oh, we got Sidewinder in chat. I know, right? I wish YouTube had like a rating tool. Let's see. Someone said something about a DM that I have to see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I already reviewed that game. Thank you, Red Flower. Okay. Okay, now we have the third one. Link dropping works too. Yeah, that is true. I should do that too. I should see who else is streaming when I'm done and send all of you. I know there is, actually, I learned today, there is a function on YouTube to do that, but it is so complicated. You have to do like add them in this community thing to allow the redirects and then put the redirect before you start the stream. It's like, come on, just make it easier. I don't know if when the stream ends, that other stream is still gonna be up and running, or what if the stream starts after I started my stream? Like, come on, YouTube, get yourself together, YouTube. You can do this. Let's get the other game up and running. Okay, and actually, I'm kind of warm. I'm gonna take off the sweater. There you go. All right. So we got this game submitted by Joe 2000. And the comment that Joe left is, I started understanding the game during this match. That's it. That is very funny. I know what you mean, and I expect Joe to start really badly and then start to get better as the game progresses. Either by eventually winning the game or just straight up losing but understanding what the hell was going on. So, oh, I'm not showing the thing. Give me a second. There you go. All right. So we have Mac Caber Almost sub 800. And then we have Joe. Also, wow, this is going to be a crazy game. Sub 800 Elo. Let's freaking go. We have Macabre with Olaf on the right against Joe 2000 with Javier in the left. And let me tell you, this is a matchup that I don't think... I want to say I've never seen this matchup before. But maybe I don't hang out enough on the sub 800 world. This is a tier 1 match. You also don't see Javier on this map a lot. And Olaf is a tier 2 CO, so this is going to be very interesting. Capture seems fine. The blackboard is being sent to do a little blocking game here. Okay. Okay, let's see if this blackboard goes... Was this the correct thing of the image? I can't remember the whole shenanigan here. I think you're supposed to put it right here on the city. Oh, no, because then you get blocked here. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. Freaking blackboard. But Joe's going to decide to keep the blackboard here instead of blocking the path. So we're going to deny that port long term. I think that's a mistake. So you can't... Okay, and we have an APC. Okay. Is it maybe going to be sent down here? Like speed up this guy? No. Okay. Interesting. No build from Olaf either last turn. We have 13k. Let's see what he builds. But infantry walking right over. So another mistake by Olaf here. Should have put the blackboard right here to block this guy from capping the airport next turn. Lots of mistakes. But hey, this is the sub 800, right? ABC. Okay, gonna take that infantry and gonna drop it off there. Could have gone like 2, 4, 6, drop off right here, and then boom, interrupt the airport. That'd be nice, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, drop off. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, you missed that. Joe, what happened? The APC play would have been so clutch. Dang, you could have interrupted the airport. If you stop the airport capture here, it is GG, straight up. Like, you're only sending 1, maybe 2 infantry here on the side from this base. It's pretty high income, and Olaf hasn't built a single vehicle yet, just infantry. Joe, on the other hand, has an APC and a tank. Looks like both airports are gonna get captured successfully. We're gonna get a little stare off here. Also, Joe is gonna rely a lot on that comm tower. So right now they're both equal stats, right? Got the double tank build right here from Olaf. Could have made like a medium tank, but decided against it. I don't know if to change the Noir Eclipse. It's like really hard to see, honestly. I'll put like the most similar. What if I do Blue Moon? There you go. For all the people that like the colors to be like in the game, got Olaf in the Blue Moon, and we got Javier in the Green Earth. Gonna get a good roll here, actually. 8-4 without a comm tower. I think that's a good roll. ABC looks like it's gonna be fairing this guy, but yeah, both airports are gonna get captured. Unfortunate that we didn't see any interrupts there. Double tank from Olaf, and he'll have like maybe one more turn of equal stats, and then he's gonna be fighting uphill, right, against those increased stats by Javier. Blackboard actually being used to gonna ferry an infantry here. It was dropped right in front of this guy with no support, so I think this is gonna get sniped, and then you start capturing the comm tower. There you go. That's really good. So I can't stop thinking about Joe's comment. I started understanding the game in this match. Starting off with an APC, and now we're starting to see a lot of tanks. Getting hit there, definitely a missed position. Just allowing that hit from the city, but it's not awfully bad because then you can hit it back with this. This is a problem though. Oh no, actually it's linked up, so that's fine. And then next turn he's gonna have the comm tower. Olaf overextending definitely, and just tank spamming. Wow, just loves those tanks. Okay, and now we're gonna have the comp tower, so gonna get those increased stats. Definitely, yeah, that capture's not gonna go through Olaf. And tank's gonna double team there, try to take that out. It's also right in range of the base and the airport, so kind of like an even trade, I guess. This was not an even trade. That was a 2-for-1 for Javier. APC just chilling. It rushed this city. I swear, if the APC would have been used to like stop the airport cap, that would have been so hype. Gonna send another tank. Wow. I guess that's fine because this was an RD instead of a tank. So maybe this was a mistake by Joe. This should have been built over here. Tank should be done over here. Now you have no response. Plus a decopter. Oh man, Joe really loves those transports. It's not using the pre-deployed transport, but he's made an APC and made a decopter. Just really likes those transports. Gotta get into a fight here with these tanks. Okay, that's pretty good. So he's gonna be able to secure these cities. He might be able to stop this. I don't think so. You have the airport, you have double city. And now we got another RD. Okay, so we're blocking here. Got the copter support. That's good. That's gonna shut down this tank pressure over here. Ooh, wow! We got the ode of power, the snow. Got the copter here. Is this gonna prevent this infantry from sniping this guy? Ooh. Okay, good attack by Olaf. Nice of keeping up the pressure because you are under tiered. Although I'm not sure how good Javier would be here in tier 1, honestly. Especially with Hawk being so predominant here. But hype, Olaf, power, the snow. What is it called? Winter something? Winter not fury? And really attempting to get this capture. I think it's gonna be an easy ooh, 3 actually. But if Olaf can stop this capture, then Javier is just not gonna get it. Look, like there's no infantry right in this neighborhood, so just dedicate like 2 tanks or these tank infantry to stop this capture, and then you're denying Javier from the city. The problem is that Javier is already at 22 against 21, and we use the power instead of the super for like a few gains. Like maybe we're gonna get this city. Okay, we're gonna get a little attack there on the RD. That's pretty good. We're gonna stop the capture. No, one more. No. Oh man. 23 to 22. We still have a few more captures to go. And Teacup is gonna be used actually to rescue this guy. Damn. So many transports. So much tank brawling here, and now medium tanks gonna be built over here, which is good to kind of ward off all these excessive tank numbers. There is a copter though, and more can be coming. But now we got a few copters coming out of range of the anti. That's good. Okay. I think as Olaf, you have so much unit count here, you can probably just wreck this and start capturing right here. You got this fresh infantry and threaten this capture. You can take out all these tanks and block off. Also take out this infantry, and then you're forcing pretty much this medium tank to stop the capture. Unless you send one of these copters, but if you can block it off, then that could be pretty significant. Like sacrificing a tank against a medium tank is fine because you're already going to be taking out these guys. So there it goes. Oh, actually, the medium tank doesn't reach. So you only have to block it off from this copter. Let's see. I think Olaf is going to do that. Ooh. Gonna get that capture? Block? Block? No! No, you need to block right there. No. He just sat in the HQ because he didn't want the medium tank to sit on it, or like didn't want it to hit at these tanks perhaps. Oh man. Also the anti doesn't reach. I guess the copter reaches, but let's see. Boom. Oh wow, doesn't send the copter to stop this capture. Man, you're never gonna get this back because you're not gonna make it. You have to make an anti right here. Okay, I think that was a little bit unnecessary. Oh, actually, you have two copters against this copter. I think Javier is kind of fine. Okay, it's now Olaf's turn. Up here at the top, it's very slow. We got these infantry finishing, got this infantry threatening these two caps. Another one coming, so this is going to be a problem for Javier. Joe is going to need something to protect this, but I think it's going to be lost. I think there's a bit too much stuff going on over here, and this is not a T-copter, so it can't float and send stuff. You have to send these copters. I think it might be possible. I think this copter can easily take out this guy, and then you have two copters against one. But wow, Olaf is going to be happy that he actually did up getting that city, although it wasn't blocked off. And now threatening to get this city. You do have this single infantry in range. Let's see, Joe could use the power here. And just go for a bunch of attacks. Ooh, actually this could be game ending. Look, Neo tank takes out this tank. Medium tank charges through and destroys the anti-air. Copter takes out this copter. And then you use this copter and well, you interrupt this easily, but you do copter here and then I don't know, you just attack at more stuff. I think this would be game ending. Let's see if he does that. Okay, he doesn't. He sends the Neo tank down here, so he's not gonna take out the anti-air. He does take out the copter. Oh, but he's not gonna take out the anti-air. That would have been pretty big because then this copter could shoot at this tank as well. Damn. Wait, let me go back. I want to move plan this. So, can you see that? Yeah. Can I zoom in this? No. Okay. So imagine this. Let's do the power. Got our calculator, right? Should I put it like up here? Okay. You go like this, take this out. Easy kill. This, it's on the planes. Easy kill. Copter, easy kill. This doesn't matter. Just let it be. Copter can come in and, I don't know, shoot at this guy if you want. Maybe at like 4 or 3, right? How much does it do? Going out forest. Okay, like 5 then. 5, and then you can do like 8 HP tank over here. Leave it at like 4, 7, and then you do this infantry over here. You get a nice probably 4 or 5. 5 and 1, and then you can like bring this already here. You can probably 2, 4, 6, 8. Look, you can shoot here as well. Maybe, let's say it kills it, whatever. You can bring this recon here to block. Bring this guy. Bring all these infantry right here. Put some pressure there. Bring the T-copter, I don't know, like this, something like that. And then there's only one copter, and like, what if Olaf attacks here? It does 5, it's a 5, 6. Right? Like, that's not bad. And then you take it out with yours, so that's totally fine. You can even make an anti here, but there's this tank. Could you block it off? No. But I don't think you need an anti just yet. Like, this is not going to do too much damage to this, right? So, and you're definitely winning the tank brawl. There's no answers to the medium tank or the neo tank. Honestly, an anti here would be pretty good. It's also, with the tower shields, it's not going to do enough damage. So let's put it on a city. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's not going to do anything. Just make an anti here and really lock down this whole section. This can be a problem. So I don't know how you deal with this guy, but you just make a tank. Make a tank here, and you're chilling. And I don't know, just pull back, I guess. Just leave these here, standing like that, so it doesn't block off the airport. And then this guy, just, I don't know, just leave it here for now. This doesn't reach, so then next turn you can cap here and this tank doesn't injure it. Something of that sort. Probably the move would be to put this tank on the city, but you get shot by the copter. But something like this would be good. And then it's like end turn, and what does Olaf do right now? copter shoots at copter, dies against the anti-air. I think that would be GG. This is a GG turn right here. Tanks could attack here, but you got the arty shooting back. You got all these tech ups. The only thing winning is this, so you can shoot maybe at this guy, you know, leave it at like 4 or something. Bring this guy, put in this. You can't leave it here because then these two guys are gonna bully on it, and then you're never capturing anything. So you have to be really careful of this. Probably just leave it over here. You have to bring a tank or 2, but if you bring these, then there's nothing here. You're gonna lose this battle, and then Javier's just gonna claim everything in the middle. So this would have been completely GG. But instead, we got this. Now we have Winter Fury. I guess here you would apply Winter Fury as well. But still, I still give the upper hand to Javier. So let's see. Gonna start capturing here. I think this could be a problem. So that's the good thing of like going for an attack there and then winning the middle. Although you have this thread here, you also have this. So at least you're winning in one front, and the middle is pretty important. But this is gonna be a problem. I'm gonna start to bleed on that income a little bit. So now I'm gonna send that copter. I'd be happy to get that. But look how many vehicles now Olaf has. We're gonna get that Winter Fury next turn for sure. Okay, getting a poke there, an attack there. It'll be covered though, but you get the anti-support there against a possible copter response. Gonna finish that off. And okay, here comes the Winter Fury. Boom. Got the bomber also. I think that's pretty good actually. Nice little block off there. It looks like Joe realized of a way. I mean, bomber's gonna be nice to get rid of this, and also just lock down the entire map. Maybe take out this dude as well. Ooh, copter. Ooh, got the HQ cap. Very greedy, but I'm not. Tanks. Okay, gonna bully the medium tank. Can you do it though? A lot of tanks. Okay, so new tank somewhat neutralized. Medium tank completely neutralized, and we got another medium tank coming. Also, this injured. Got the bomber full health, which costs a lot of repairs plus other things. Oh man, is Javier gonna lose this? Okay, bomber gonna be used to finish off that tank. So this is like where he's winning the most, and he's losing everywhere else. He's gonna lose this city. Probably bring back the copter so he can defend it with an anti-air. No. Oh, he's gonna try to delay this capture, but that is gonna go through eventually, as well as this one. Finish off that medium tank. Oof, it's looking good for Olaf. And Javier, it's not like his super is like that much bigger, better than the power, right? Gives you a little bit more defense, but it's kind of like you want to just use just the power pretty much. And there goes the power. Okay, gonna make sure that the anti-air can't break through to that bomber. This also don't reach these mountains. Quite a big investment, the bomber. I'm not gonna complain because I love bombers, but gonna have the other anti-air and tank. That's good. Okay, as long as the HQ doesn't fall and you can hold that income, oof, man, is creeping up on Javier. Got a double flip there. He's gonna try to go for these, but Oliver's gonna stop that with double anti-air. We have this 7 HP soon to be tank. Mid-tank is gonna die to this bomber just charging in right in front of it with only this 4 HP anti-air. So yeah, I'm not sure why Macabre would do that, but I guess the bomber is gonna be sent actually this way to take out the anti-air. Hey Diego, how's it going? Okay, so it looks like Joe is gonna recover these cities. Nothing is in range to stop this capture now. He'd have to get a Winter Fury to stop both of these. And Joe is finally solidifying here. There's a little infantry wall here by Olaf. I got the medium tank response here. That's pretty good. Still very behind on that income, but this is gonna change a little bit. And we got a stealth now. Okay. That's gonna force a fighter build. I don't think that's a good idea. Also, fighter and Neotank on the same turn. What? How? Now I have a power, okay. Gonna finish off that medium tank that was once again put in range of that bomber. Don't put your medium tank in front of the bomber, please. Olaf throw, yeah, very likely. I think just like overextending too much and just letting too many units get hit. But why did Joe not attack here? Like, what? There's no attacks whatsoever here on these infantry, okay? So when I get the stealth hidden, the stealth can be a good use to get an HQ cap, but do we have this fighter build now? And Olaf is gonna send everything. It's just maintaining the infantry wall here is so funny. Gonna break through, take out the copter. Oh man, Olaf, you need to be more careful about how you position your units, because allowing that stuff is really, really bad. That's a lot of overcharge as well for Olaf. And stuff is gonna die. Winter Fury is gonna hit, but there's a bit too much army. And the lack of tech hubs. I guess these two copters can help take out this guy. These antares will not be in range of that bomber. But here comes the Winter Fury. Boom. Does a lot of damage. The little expedition here to try to flip these properties. I mean, if I think Joe just forgot to drop the infantry. Oh no, because of the Winter Fury. Oh my god, if you would have timed it better and do the drop off when Winter Fury wasn't active, then that would have been amazing. And then you drop it off, and then you can start capturing. Tank has to finish out the T-copter, and then you get the CV. Oh my god. Also, this is just like basic. Like, use a copter first. Now you just dealt yourself an extra, perhaps 2 HP. Like, this tank could have been an 8, you know, if it hits. Then you tank at 4. Just start with a copter and then tank. Stealth's gonna hit at that. With the snow, it's out of range of the fighter. Got the mech spamming going. This is looking very campaigny with the APC on the HQ and the mech spamming. Okay. Fighter gonna be used to take out the copter. Anti gonna take it now. It's been the battle of the anti-airs this game. Okay. If he could break through here, he could reach the fighter, but I don't think he can unlock this 5 HP. Maybe with a copter. That could be pretty big. You can do like copter, tank, I don't know, somehow. And then reaches with anti-air to the fighter. Stealth doesn't do too much damage. Also, Javier has the power, right? Ooh, that is really good. That is really good for Joe. This expedition mission is finally gonna work out. He's gonna go for another one over here. So Javier is gonna slowly get back with that income. Finishing off the last tech up that Olaf had. There's still nice blockage there. I feel like Joe definitely does a much better job at blocking with the units. Like, not allowing certain hits from Olaf than Olaf is doing. I think that's probably the main thing from Olaf, the main problem. He had a good run at first, but now just the mispositioning is allowing Javier to come back into the game. Like this, like the stealth is just gonna die against the fighter. Can probably get a power and just wreck it. Right, he's revealing it with a recon. He's getting a bit more charge. Okay, gets a bit more charge, a little bit more. Gets the power. He's gonna shoot down that stealth. Boom! You see that? 1 HP. Wow. So this is probably it. And yeah, Markower resigns. GG. Pipe runner build. GG. I mean, you can definitely see Joe, like what he was saying. He was understanding the game throughout the match. started off making an APC. Didn't, I mean, which is very odd to make. There was a possibility of using it to interrupt the airport because Macabre had not built anything earlier. It was just like saving up funds, but didn't. And then like was almost about to lose the game against Macabre, and then started to do really good with the use of the units to block off certain attacks, and was able to see possible attacks that Macabre wasn't blocking, like breaking through and that stuff. There was that one turn that I had shown that would have been really nice that he didn't go for, but then like in the other turns he was like breaking through, hitting this, hitting the other thing, and Macabre wasn't like planning properly. So very good from Joe, from learning and identifying those things to come back into the game. GG. Be nice. DPSI. Oh, what? Am I not being nice? I'm just pointing out mistakes, you know. We're here to learn. We're here to get better. But I mean, I love games like these. It's just such a different vibe, a very different kind of air, you know. Oh, just the comment with the APC and the max spam. Hey, but I love to see that. Isn't it very like campaigny war room? I just remember I have that memory of like when you're beating the AI, they start putting an APC on the HQ and they start mech spamming, and it's like it was so annoying, man. It was so annoying to deal with. Because like at a certain point, I was like, damn, it is pretty effective. Like now I have to be running my tanks into their mechs on bases, and I'm like kind of losing that fight. It was so annoying. You have to like overwhelm them. Very funny to see. Honestly, APC hype. It survived. It lived through the whole match. It was built. It was the first vehicle built of the whole match, and it still lived on. Very funny. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these two players are still playing Pennsylvania. Yeah, we got Joe playing an Eagle match, and we have Macabre playing a lot of casual games. Any more Global League, perhaps? Oh yeah, wow, playing a lot of games. How do you see how many games? Oh my god, how do you play 120 games? What? How do people do this? Damn. What is this map? Yeah, that's a pretty cool map actually. A world map. Damn, that's pretty funny setup. Dang. Okay. Yeah, 120 maps is pretty crazy. Okay, we have more to cover, but I have to like do the uploading thing, and I think I'm gonna take a little quick break. Gotta go to the bathroom. So I will leave you with the music and I'll be back. All right, we are back. Let's go. Where ends. Game where game or game where. I have this thing that when I put both of my headphones on both ears, I start yelling. So I like having one on, one off. Okay. I actually didn't get to how do you say, upload any of the games, so I have to do that now. How do I do this? And why is this not working? Let's see. Okay, I found it. And we have a game. All right, so let's flip this around. I think that works. Boom. Okay. It is Grim. We got Grim in the house. This was submitted by Word Wielder Ginger. Okay, kind of a long name. Oh my god, it's a tongue twister. Word Wielder. So we got word, and point. Why is it? This is a grammar themed match. We got word and point here. Point JJ. This is JJ65 undercover. Anyways, we have an 800 player and a 1000 needle player. Both very few Global League games. But yeah, we have this is a live league too. The live league match. And Word said to focus on tactics. It was a back and forth close game. Okay. So I flip these guys around. There you go. And I'm sorry, Word, but I'm gonna change your color because now our Eclipse is like too complicated to see. So let's do silver claw. Let's go. The only problem is that I can't do move planner. So let's do gray sky. Since Word was like black, this is the closest thing. Anyways, so I got this game. Point JJ against Word Wielder Ginger. 800 against 1000 in Global League, but Point JJ has very few games. And this is a live league game, so it's hard to use the Global League as a big measure for that, especially when such few games. And we have a tier 4 matches teams. Got Grim against Jess in a base light map. This one, I think it's called Timbuktu's Edge, made by Monty. Okay. 2 base light. Got a comp tower here kind of trapped by these mountains. Interesting matchup here. Jess and Grim. So Grim's gonna get the upper hand with those infantry fights actually, and copter fights, which is the only weakness from Jess. But it's gonna be a problem against those tanks, or just land vehicles. It's kind of interesting because usually you see Grim against Adder, and so Adder is like doesn't have any advantage in like a specific unit. And I just remembered I didn't put my retainers back on, so after this game I'm gonna have to go and do that. Oh well. Okay, so tank opening from both, pretty much. Got the A, B, B, A kind of tank order, sending it towards the middle here by point. It's not going to do much, as these tanks are going to be able to defend, and Ward is just exactly going to do that. So this tank is kind of not doing anything. We'll see if this tank also goes to the middle. Okay, I think once you see these two tanks going towards the middle, then you can probably front shift away from the middle. The problem is that, yeah, you're not going to be able to get this capture most likely, because Ward can come and interrupt and then support with the tanks. But you can catch these tanks off guard as they're kind of stuck in the middle, perhaps, right? If you send this up here, you can try to go for this stuff. So we'll see what he does. Okay, he only goes there. I think it'd be interesting if the tank goes like perhaps here on the city, and then, or I guess one more tile, because then you can start capturing here. You bring this other infantry also on the forest, for example, or actually perhaps on this road. Because if you have it here, then you can interrupt the com tower next turn from the mountain. You can go bah. But if you keep it here, then you can help defend against this guy. So I mean, that's why this tank should go like up here somewhere, and then it can defend against this guy. So if you have it like here, it can do 2, 4, 5, 6, right, and attack the infantry attacking from this plains or over here. And then this guy goes on the road, is protected by the tank, and then it can also help interrupt the com tower a little bit. But that's not going to be the case. The tank is just, both tanks are going to be in the middle, kind of responding to this. He's like focusing more on this capture. And also not going for, so like this guy just went to the city. Okay, so not setting up to interrupt the com tower. So those early things are going to matter a lot. This means that Jess is going to be able to get this com tower for free. They're going to be equal com tower, because if you can achieve that, like stopping the com tower cap, then you can be Grim with a com tower against Jess with no com towers, and that can be a pretty significant swing in fights. Like for example, let's grab this guy against this guy. Let's put him on planes, because usually you do that. Like that's a pretty standard thing, right? 5, 7, right? Like 7, 5. If you had a com tower, okay, it doesn't change too much, but if you had the com tower, like now the breakpoints for Jess go from 5 to 6 to 6 guaranteed, maybe 7, right? And then the same thing for tanks, for example. That can be a significant change. If you're at 0, for example, that's 6 or 7 with a com tower, guaranteed 7, maybe even 8. If you flip it around, perhaps it's gonna be pretty significant as well. So it's all these little things that Grim needs to take advantage of, but that's not gonna be a possibility. Just is going to get that com tower, and most likely also this city, because you would have to interrupt your own capture to stop this. When you could have had this guy here, or the tank, right? The tank that would have been here could have gone and interrupted this capture without any tank support from Jess. So a bunch of early opportunities there by Grim that were not identified and not taken advantage of, and just like because of focusing too much in the middle. Sometimes it's okay to kind of forego one property, you know, here, if you can guarantee a bunch of damage on the sides. Seeing that both tanks went to the middle, you can kind of do that, right? Catch them off guard or punish them for over-investing, right? Instead, I think we're going to go into a pretty even capture like phase. A whole bunch of tanks. Now we have a tank in the north in response to this one. Got all these tanks from just front switching to the bottom. No fight in the middle whatsoever. Positioning there to try to go for the city. Very scared of fighting. Could you not attack? Where was this guy? Oh. What if you do one tank strike? It's a 5, 5, 7. And then you lose the tank most likely. It is 2 tank turns for both. I don't know. Maybe. Because the benefit is that if you start a brawl here, you do tank and tank, then they will send their own tank, attack from the planes probably. And then they start capturing. I mean, it is a live game, so it's kind of a problem. So you could put the tank here. but then you get attacked also. How much does Jess do? Like, let's see, this attacking this on the planes. Ooh, 6, most likely 6, and then okay, so it's like a 4, 8. Ooh, it's pretty good. So tough there for Grim to just expose tanks against Jess. Gonna need some copters, and that is exactly what he's gonna do. Surprised that Jess is actually the first one in making a copter. Damn. Okay. Gonna get some infantry fights here. There's a lot of infantry from Grim. You have these coming as well. Only one supporting those, so I think Grim can go for these fights and do two for one. So he takes out these two. He lost one, and then maybe one more jumps into the fight. Gonna get a little pick off there. Although it is supported, but it's like shoal against forest, so that's a problem. And he actually goes in for it. Okay. Goes for a bunch of infantry fights, and look how strong that can be. But the problem is that Grim doesn't have any more infantry here. Like, that was 2 out of 3, and this one is also exposed with no support. So this is going to be an easy interrupt from Jess. And then Jess has a few more coming. So I think this is going to be the end of the road for Grim here in this front for sure. I don't think this was a good move. I think this might have lost the game, or I don't know, temporarily. We'll see what Jess does, but I think this is really bad. In a high level game, that might be just game ending, because now you lost all those infantry, and now you have nothing left here. You're gonna stop this capture, and just stopping it with 1 infantry. Look, there's no more infantry for Grim. Now I got the copters coming. Gonna take that out with an anti-air. Okay, put it on the city perhaps. Okay, that works, I think. Wow, actually ends up winning the fight there. That's crazy. Goes for the infantry attack. So this is what Grim has going for him. Gotta be careful with this. There's only 1 tank for Grim, so if Jess is able to break through and snipe that, that is gonna be the end. Then this anti-air can start wreaking havoc here. And actually goes for a little tank attack here, which gives enough charge to Jess for that power. But now, I think this is pretty good though, because this copter is covering this tank still, so not super bad. Just gonna come in and wow! Didn't even need the power to clear that with the anti-air. Now uses the power, and that is a dead tank if I've ever seen one. Okay, he's at a 1. Dang. It's gonna win there the fight as well. You have 2 more against 3, but you got 3 vehicles, none coming. So Grim is not only losing in this area, he's now also losing in this area. Perhaps the tank should have sat back a little bit more. This tank from Jess was kind of far, so just being a little more safe perhaps. It's tough because it's live, but sometimes you gotta do it. If you wanna play Grim, you know, you gotta do that stuff. Gonna use the knuckle duster. Okay, gonna stop the comp tower cap, which is very greedy from Jess, honestly. This is a kind of a little bit of a throw here. Getting that lead, all these infantry honestly should have been invested in getting these 2 properties and just enhancing that lead by Jess. But this is gonna really neutralize those capturing possibilities. You got these 2 guys coming, so maybe Jess will get these eventually. But look at Jess just like pouncing forward with no regrets. Not sure why Xander went so far forward to pick up 1 infantry. And that's gonna die to this immediate tank. So a pretty classic mistake by a lot of players, more like beginner players, that when they feel comfortable, they start overextending, and they're gonna start losing that lead. That anti-air gone means that this fresh copter, or this one, whatever, can bring back this front. There's also no healthy infantry from Jess, so she can't capture this, and Grim does have 2, so this one is in range of this city. But yeah, just as simple as that. Just a simple overextension of a vehicle, of an anti-air, can mean that you're gonna actually lose that front that you had just won. Finally, the infantry are coming. I'm gonna start capturing this. This one, we'll see if it goes for this city or the com tower. I have a Neo tank build from Jess. Okay. I don't think it's necessary. And especially, I think it's not very good against Grim because these copters will really punch a hole into these Neo tanks. Now we're gonna plunge in. We're gonna have to make another double anti actually. Lots of copters in this top area now that there's no that single anti-air overextension. It was pretty. It was like a table flip, right there. Even gonna block here. There, so really good there by point. To make sure that this cap goes through. Finally, the anti-air comes in, particularly by the black boat. The tank got taken out. You got this 5 HP tank, but I think Ward will have to like block here. I think. To make sure this tank doesn't go in and snipe this guy with a power, probably does a good amount of damage. He doesn't block. Okay, I think Grim might just do that. Just do a power. Gonna get that kill, that's good. Gonna flip that cap. Gonna get that power, and let's see how much this tank does. These copters are gonna come in. Okay, at least at a 5. Okay, it's still a strong copter. It's still gonna finish off a copter, but you got 2. And then you can take out this and the other tank. Dead tank. Wow. Yeah, that's really strong. So that's definitely very, very favorable. Also, the second anti-air was sent over to the top, like, desperation moment. Too many copters, right? I think Word definitely noticed a mistake there of the overextension. Trying to compensate now. Got another Neo tank build. I think you need more anti-airs than all these Neo tanks. Like, you'd be surprised how much damage these guys do. Like, I mean, you're keeping it in a city, but look, even on a city, it can do 2 damage. If it's on a plains, that'll be doing 3 damage with a power. And 2 or 3 without a power. But look at that, that's very significant. So, I don't recommend doing too many tick-ups against Grim. Just like light vehicles, copters, just like normal. Especially also as Jess, you can just having 2 tanks or tank anti-air, you have more units that are affected by the powers. This, even with the power, doesn't reach these copters. That's very fortunate for Grim. That is almost dead, but it is going to die, and they're going to be used to finish that off. But overall, a very good trade here for Grim. Neo tank overextending over here. This is going to get picked off by these 2 copters. I'm pretty sure. Just would have to use this copter definitely to take out one of them. Okay, and. I don't like that overextension again. All these tanks in the middle. They got 1 tank. There's 1 tank for 2. Like, these 2 are gonna go down, and if you wanna make it not favorable, you have to keep investing. Like, you have to send this anti, they got a copter, and then you're just fighting into base range and 2-turn copter range. Plus, this copter can just come back, you know, take these out. So I think this is just we're just repeating the same thing that happened before. Jess is getting a lead. Like, Jess is getting a lead over here, and then just overextending. Just sees a unit and just pounces forward. Too overextended into the production area, and where the trades are gonna be really bad. Like, this is a 2-for-1. That's gonna be a dead Neo tank. Okay, 8, maybe like 5, and then like 2. Just like that. Just like that. A Neo tank is taken out. Boom. There you go. Yeah, you don't want to be doing tech ups, I think, especially not leaving them on the shoals against a bunch of copters. They'll swarm right in. And Word here, like, really keeping the investment, just keeping, like, it's like, okay, I lost the Neo tank, but I'm gonna keep fighting here so I can bring this trade back. Losing some of that unit count as well. But yeah, just investing all the vehicles over here. Has this other Neo tank, perhaps? But like, Grim is spamming those copters, which is a pretty solid idea, honestly. Got this single infantry that's going to be coming forward. Just going to take a while, but eventually it'll be threatening some of these caps. They're pretty equal on income and soon to be dead even at 19k. But I think all these vehicles are very likely to die. Like, you can take out this copter with this copter, and then you take out this anti with this tank, maybe anti-air, and then got another copter to attack here, got this copter to attack over here. So these 4 vehicles from Jess are just gonna die this next turn, even with a power, perhaps, if he so wants to. Looks like he's gonna go over here to try to go for the comp tower threat. We're gonna see a power. Okay, no power. Point playing really well actually. Like identifying the places to do the damage and taking them. Just punishing those mistakes, those overextensions. I think he could have done a bit more damage. I think this copter could be used to finish off this, but oh well. He's then gonna come in and be on the city. That's the only safe place that he can be, honestly. And I have copter tank and just pulling back. Ooh. When you see these like pulling backs, it's like Jess is wanting to start. It's like, okay, I'm retreating, no more fighting, and now it's on Grimm's hands. What is Grimm going to do? He can go for this comp tower cap. In 2 turns, he can go for this city cap. So there's like multiple areas that Jess has to be responding to. You got this front, you got this front, and possibly this front as well. So big moment, and all the power to Grimm now, to point. He can point and decide where he wants to focus on. And it looks like he's just gonna retreat, regroup over here, and actually give the baton back to Word here and see where he goes. Eventually slowly moving forward, accumulation of army. I think Grimm definitely doesn't want to do this. I think Grimm should keep brawling a little bit. So moving forward and putting threats would be the best thing instead of just like pulling back like that. It's fine if the Neo tank attacks the infantry, then you can just attack it with the copters again. But it looks like Grimm is going to be kind of threatening an HQ cap perhaps. I think you need a little bit more for that. And exposing some of these guys. I wouldn't hate, honestly, for just to just delete this black boat. Take out the copter with the anti-air. And then do like tank on tank. I don't know, finish it off with this anti-air perhaps. And then you make another tank. You bring some of these. So this might be a little of a throw here by point on this top right area. And letting off of the pressure here on the bottom as well. Although putting a little bit of pressure on this city. Okay, he actually goes for the delete. Oh, okay, he uses that anti-air. Interesting. Oh, nice little find there by Word. Okay, so he actually takes that out and he's gonna stop that capture. That's actually pretty neat. And then you got this other tank support. So you have 2 anti-airs and 2 tanks, right, against these 2 from Grimm. So this is good for Word. I think a bit of over greediness there by point. Could have just like started that cap and just hang back. Not sure why he went like that. Like attacking the black boat was kind of a throw. Okay, using the super. Ooh, breaks through. It is going to be for those 2 copter attacks on the Neo tank. Okay, 7, like 3 maybe. Okay, starts the capture. I think all 3 of those copters are going to die. Jess is not gonna get a power next turn. I'm gonna start that capture and okay. I wonder what this trade looks like. Like this tank attacking this guy with a super on. That's gonna be interesting. But good here, hanging back. No fear of that extra movement because Jess can't use it. Neo tank, wow, just getting totally bullied on. He's gonna definitely try to interrupt this and he can easily do it. Go, yeah, destroy that and then use the infantry. Boom, double tap. Wow, look at that, 5-4. And I take out the other infantry. That leaves only 1 infantry left for Grimm to keep putting pressure, and you got the stream of infantry up here at the top. So definitely needs to invest more of these vehicles to support this, because this is where he's going to be the strongest. And is he going to interrupt the cap? He does. Okay, he goes for the interrupt, and he's going to try to injure this tank, I think. So these anti-airs live. Damn. It is a pretty close game. They're dead even income. They're just taking like less than ideal turns, I think, that allows the other one to kind of claw back in that front. Ooh. I'm confused about this little tactic here. Exposing this copter right there, was it at maximum movement perhaps? Couldn't block it? Because he does have time, he has 8 minutes. The one that is low on time is Word here, just at 2 minutes, so pretty much on increment. Gonna use the power, and it's probably gonna destroy some of these vehicles. that Grim pounced on. And he also has infantry, so this is going to be a problem for Grim. I think this front's going to die, and then Jess can start threatening some of, like maybe this city, perhaps this com tower. Just pull back over here. Yeah, gets the free kill there with the anti-air. And now I got the power from point again. Is this overly greedy? I think it is. I think you can be a little bit more patient. I mean, yeah, you can take out the anti-air, which is... Oh, I guess it was protected from the base. How many anti-airs have we seen that just die in base range? But we got the com tower threat. I think that would be pretty big for Grim. If he can get the com tower, that would be very significant. Okay. A bunch of injured infantry now. Jess has... well, Jess is going to have two. This one and this one. And we have a good amount of tanks. But I think Jess can clear a bunch of these anti-airs, and this tank leaves the copters, and then eventually... I guess there's no anti-air coming, so definitely need some anti-air. So then just like protect the copter, just leave it hanging back to defend from the copter. Or I guess attack a copter, yeah, that's fine too. That's 7-3. Ooh, honestly, in that trade, I think it would be better to start with this guy, injure it, and then go with this one, so this one doesn't get injured. Like, just sacrifice this guy, so this one has a better health. And then you can actually defend from other copters. Yeah, all of this is going to die, I believe. I think this could have been better. But also, word is only at 2 minutes. I think you could have taken the two anti-airs. Ah, no, use it. No! Wait. Okay. Let me move plan this. We have no power now? No power. My damage calculator. Like, this guy probably destroys this. Okay, it doesn't destroy it. On the road. So, you can even hit this guy as well. You have 3 tanks. You even have this guy as well. So, for example, if you go like this, let's go like all out, right? You leave this at 2, although it'd be very overextended. Or if you use this guy like this, you finish it off with this, and then you can do like this. Wow, that's 5 damage. Goes down to 4, and then you just take it out with the other tank. And then you can start capturing, for example. Take this out. Take that out. Actually, take it out like this, and then you can join cap these two guys. Ooh, I mean, just normal join. And then you have a full health or something of that sort. And then I think you have to keep this guy over here somehow. Something like this. I guess you can't take out all of them. So let's see what he did. Okay, he left out 2 more. Yeah, it's because the new tank went back, and this 5 HP tank was also not used. Oh well. I'm gonna go for a cheeky HU cap, but this is gonna be pretty strong. I think the com tower cap. All these copters are gonna pick off all these units. Need that anti-air support, and pretty low on unit count here as well. But that HU cap threat is looming. Finally, the big conga line of infantry is finally here, and it has run dry. So this is going to be the last of them. So we'll see what word does here. Obviously, you're going to take that out. I think this tank reaches there, so that's a problem. Okay, just going to regroup, I guess. There's no infantry from Grim, so no threat of this getting captured. So I think that's good that we're retreating back here. Healing up the Neo tank slowly. Let's see what Grim does. I think that the longer this extends, and the less infantry there is, the bigger a problem it is for Grim. Because that's kind of where he can shine with the infantry, but also the copters. But if it's tank on tank, it's gonna be a problem. Just has more firepower and has plus movement. Okay, so we're gonna start a conga line of infantry over here on the bottom. So I think Word is gonna really invest over here. So the Neo tank, quadruple tank, anti-air, perhaps need some more anti-air, just like a few copters to kind of ward off these copters. But there's very little tank attacking stuff over here. I mean, I guess you have the copters, but you have to defend this guy with your life or just start making more. Got a medium tank here, just being afraid of the... Oh, wow. I didn't even see that. So just went full in here to destroy all the infantry, sending in all the vehicles. I mean, that works to prevent an HQ cap or any of these getting captured, but you're gonna get wrecked now. Even this guy's in range. So trading a lot of army, like firepower, you know, a lot of vehicles just to delay a bunch of infantry from capping stuff. We'll see if that's gonna pay off. We got an APC now as well. I think it's to either was a misclick or it's to like bring infantry. I'm not sure, but look at that. Just destroying everything. Got double copter as well. Got the medium tanks. It's gonna be a good response to the other tanks, but again, if the Neo tank gets picked up by copters, medium tanks even worse. So there's no infantry from Grim over here in this corner, so you can just pull back, honestly. There's no reason to keep fighting here and just invest everything over here. This is where Jess has 4 infantry. This is where she can get stuff going. So that is kind of what Ward is going to do, so that's really good. Wow, and Grim pouring in, but yeah, no tank built here. Not sure why, because we had the funds. I think Ward just likes to make these tick ups, just like saving up. But again, this can be very easily picked off, like copter, and then there's 3 tanks. They can go boom, boom, bye bye medium tank. APC, we're starting to see a little conga line in this direction. So seeing that Point is winning here, I think he's going to try to invest a bit more and bring some infantry to claim some of this stuff. Oh, didn't go for the tank attacks on the medium tank. Wow. What? Why? That would have been really good. Like, you attack this, sure, it's like on a road, but... Oh, I guess it's kind of bad. Yeah, I guess it wasn't that good of a trade. Maybe with the power. But that's gonna break through, so that's 2 tanks dead. Definitely need an anti here. And, ooh, shifting a little towards the middle. A bomber. I'm not sure what the logic behind the bomber is. I think the bomber is for the black boat. Also, Word getting a little bit more of a time bank, but definitely short in that timer. Okay, gonna get a power and attack over here. Nice attacks. Gonna stray some stuff. As Jess kind of separated stuff, right? You got a Neo tank over here, you got the infantry all spread out, so not a very clear place that Jess is like investing in. Just kind of spread everything, all the armor, the army. The medium tank went down. All these light vehicles got a little picked off. You can see it in that like army value. They got 140,000 against 80, and Grim hasn't even built yet, so that's gonna be 20k more. Copter tank infantry, and that's all you need. So I think the builds from Word have definitely been an issue here. Too many tick ups and a bomber also, like a Jess bomber. I don't think it's gonna work in your favor. I think just like tank, anti-air copter infantry to just like get a few infantry out. But even like at this income level, you're kind of fine, and you can just respond to threats until you have a nice sizable army. But look at how easily these take-ups get dealt with just copters that are just spammed every single turn. I don't know if Grim has ever not built a battlecopter on a turn. It's just insane. Honestly, really well done. That is exactly what you want to do. No more unit count. That is like way downhill for Jess. So not a lot of opportunities now to attack the bomber. It's gonna... Like, it has like 1 million targets. What do? You got 2 minutes. You gotta decide. Didn't even shoot at anything. It's just gonna be used, I think, to block the HQ cap, the looming HQ cap. Gonna use that super to get a little bit more damage so that this doesn't capture in 2 turns. But I think this game is lost by word. Again, another anti-air exposed. I think that's kind of been the theme of this game. I think word overextending a little bit and exposing some of the very like fragile and key units like anti-airs against tanks, which gives the upper hand to Grim with just the copter spam, right? That gets taken out. That gets taken out. Who cares about the bomber when you got a million targets and so many copters? Gonna get these anti-airs coming as well. This tank is trapped, so it can't even shoot at the anti-air. This is GG. Anti-air is gonna get dealt with. Doesn't even finish it off with a copter, but instead he's gonna use it to like trade even with a Neo tank. Heals it back up with a black boat. Damn. Wow, really well done by Point. Honestly, it is very hard to play as Grim, but this was a very solid job. That HQ cap is going to be guaranteed next turn, I believe. There's no way to stop this. Neo tank's going to get taken out. This is massacre. 30 units against 6, 170 against 56. Just has the income lead, but not for very long. Is there a way to break through it? There's no way to break through it. Yeah, this is over. What are you saying, Sergo? There's no way Grim loses. He'd have to like delete this infantry. And oh, it looks like it's the end of the road. I click on that. Oh, it's day limit. Oh my god! No way! Dang. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even realize. Day 30, wow. So day limit, and Jess has more properties than Grim, and so Jess wins. Wow. So it was all big brain here by Jess, knowing and delaying the HQ cap just enough. That little 1 HP damage that Word did onto that infantry on the HQ, like it solidified the win right there. That is insane. Wow. As I was praising Grim here so much. I mean, it was a done deal, right? Like Grim was doing so well, but it's kind of what do you say? What's the word that I'm looking for? It's kind of deceiving because Grim maybe didn't know about day limit, and Word definitely did. Word definitely knew about day limit, and just aimed at that, just having that property lead and then ensuring that this doesn't go through. Damn. Wow. What a game. That was a crazy game. A lot of lessons learned, I think, for both players here. Very well. What is up with Grim losing on day limit? The day limit. Come on, Grims. You know better. Damn. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, because that one was really good. Thanks to Word for sending this match. That was really good. Okay, let's do the next one. I'm gonna load it up and then I have to put on my retainers. So I'll have to leave you for a little bit. For like 60 seconds. Damn. When day limit creeps up on you like that. Crazy. How do I do this without... Oh, what's the name? I need a better system of getting this stuff uploaded. I need to think of some way to do this better. Oh, you know what? Why don't I leave you guys with a live game while I go up on my retainer line. Let's do a Poland against Michael. What's this? Okay. Oh, I'm messing up. Okay, where's the music? Okay, I'll be right back. And we're back. I think I saw... Yeah, my brother's here. Nenrik. Saying hi from the beach. Dang. What a way to rub it in. Vacation mode. It's nice. Okay. We have a Poland against Michael here. What is this map? Is this a remake of All the Roads Lead to Seoul or something? Not Seoul, not Stall. Who made this? Azarel. Nice. Yeah, it looks very much like it has these like very characteristic mountains here and these little HQ in the middle. I like this. And the little pipes here. Well, I'm gonna give this match a little follow and look at it later. And let's get into this one. Okay, this works. There you go. All right. So we have Sasha Mirror here. M guy against Legatus Koza. Nice name. Legatus. Sounds like Pegasus. Let's change the colors, I think. But so submitted by Legatus. Okay, opening and strategy. Okay, opening and strategy. So pretty much a lot. Let's see. Let's change the colors. Let's do Legatus with I don't know, Ember Blaze. Let's flip them around. Like that. Oh, and Amber Blaze is gonna be redesigned soon, so this is gonna be gotta appreciate this design that I like so much before it's gone for good. I'm so sad. Why are they changing it? JG, what are you doing? Okay. So let's get into it. Why is it not working? Okay, there you go. Now, yes. So we have M guy. What's the elo? Ooh. Okay. Low 700s. Legatus. Low 800s. So we got a around 800 match. I believe it's a... Oh, it's a global league. Okay, it's a global league match. So Sasha Mirror. Interesting. Usually with Sasha, you want to take advantage of the extra funds early and try to squeeze an extra vehicle or something, like an earlier tank or something. It usually sucks when you're in a Sasha Mirror because it tends to be more beneficial for player one. That's just natural from a turn-based. Player one is always going to be advantage because they go first. So, but sometimes the difference is not very much. It's not very noticeable. Player one is going to get the first tank. And then player two is going to get a tank. Oh, actually, it goes for the arty. Okay. And M guy not doing the chain here and going to rush and get this right here, which Legatus can still interrupt, and then support the interrupt as well with this guy. Ooh, okay, he's not gonna support the interrupt. So is he not gonna go for the interrupt? Okay, he is. Okay. So I think this is a bad idea actually. If you're not gonna support the interrupt, then this is just a losing trade. Because now you're gonna lose this infantry with the tank. And this capture is still gonna go through because you don't have anything else to hit it next turn. So that's exactly what is gonna happen. This guy's gonna go for that airport, gonna get the comm tower. So looking good in the opening for M guy. Another arty from Legatus. Wow. Okay, double arty opening is very greedy and very passive as well. With such a low unit count in the early, game, it's hard to do a lot with the arty, since these tanks they can easily just hit at your stuff. Like, look at here. Like, this infantry can be hit with this tank because there isn't a tank being built over here, or maybe like a mech. Maybe a mech here could have been good. But we're gonna make a tank over here. Okay. So not looking too hot for Legatus in the opening. Just getting this injured is really wild. Not sure what this arty is attempting to do. I think just running away from the tank. You're gonna block off. Okay, so now these are protected, but even this capture is delayed. Yeah, double arty opening is very sus, as the internet says nowadays. Oh, even getting hit there. No, Legatus, what are you doing? Maybe instead of a copter, make a tank here, or just like not put the arty there. Damn, all these free shots from M guy with his very first tank is brutal, setting Legatus so far behind. But this is an 800 game, so as we see Legatus just blunder early and like let M guy bully him with his tank, we might see it happen like the other way around as well. So there might be a chance for Legatus to come back. Right, a start like this in a high level game, it would be the end of the road. Now this tank is trapped, but honestly, it's done so much damage, it doesn't even matter. Ooh, and I think you could shoot at one of the infantry instead of the arty. But so then there's like less infantry. But it's fine. Got this stuff coming over here. It's funny because Legatus could go for this and then this tank has to go and interrupt. But even honestly, M guy could just let it be captured and then he can just get it later. And the game is glitching a little bit, but that is gonna get okay. Interrupts the cap to get the kill. Gets the shot there with the arty. Gonna probably finish it off. Yeah, there you go. And he's gonna go for the cap. Honestly, just let it happen. And you can use the tanks for something else. The recon could be used to shoot at these infantry, perhaps. I know this tank can wrap around like this. Anti-air coming, looping around over to the side to make sure this copter is kept in check. This is gonna get taken out. If M guy makes an anti-air now, it would be really strong, because then that would force some tanks from Legatus. Ooh, attack tank there. Got the tank support, got more tanks coming as well. And we have the anti-air. Oof, this is good. This is gonna force like either this tank to wrap around or another tank to be built and be sent down. Why are we going for these cities? Guys, that's not your city to capture. Just like that one's not yours. That's fine, you're gonna get it, but you're gonna get your infantry killed and then it's gonna get flipped over. Might as well just save the infantry, just pull it back. Just chill. That's fine. You can use it for something else. Legatus is finally gonna flip this back. Gets the free shot here because there's no copter build. Okay, uses the power after. No, before building. Okay, good. So I was able to drain a lot of the charges. A little bit left. Gonna get a free shot there. Looks like M guy's gonna need a copter or an anti here. And Legatus is gonna have to send a tank, which he's not sending. Okay, copter, that's gonna be the response. But you can still shoot, and then copter has to base block to shoot at the copter, something of that sort. Gonna finish up some of these infantry, gonna interrupt this and bring some more of these infantry. The airport guy has finished and will be joining the fight over here on the right. Recon is bye-bye. It's done its job of injuring infantry. Copter actually moves away. He's gonna finish off that infantry. Funny that this city is still uncapped by M guy. Okay. Double anti from M guy too from this right side. Okay, gonna finish that off. I'm surprised he used double infantry to attack when he could have used tank and infantry, and then he has a healthy one to flip this earlier. So that's gonna be a little bit good for Legatus. Just a few more free shots. Why? I think Legatus definitely needs to send one of these tanks. Like it was just like finishing stuff up. It could have been sent one over here to deal with this entire. Because there's a nice little push here, like you got a good amount of infantry and an RD, and this can be a big threat. Plus an anti-air coming and a copter. You just need something to deal with this anti-air. Okay, so he's gonna make a big wall probably. Nice. Gonna start this cap, which is unstoppable, it seems like. Gonna tackle these infantry. Okay, nice little pick off there. Not very good format from N-Guy to allow it. And actually this anti went towards the middle instead of the side. Okay. Maybe just following this infantry. But a little bit of a disconnected army right here. If this anti would have gone down here, then he could have not allowed this to happen, or just take one out at least. So a big blunder there by M-Guy. Starting off strong, and you know, in the 800s, it can happen. Start off strong, and then you start doing stuff that you shouldn't, and allowing your opponent to come back. Like there should be a dead copter right now. There's no tank here from Legatus also. Like I don't know why this anti went over here. Got a medium tank build, a double medium tank build. Wow, he saved up. Semi-original is like jumping right now. Gonna get these tank attacks here. A little overextended. Is the anti gonna get trapped? Yep. Yeah, so M-Guy definitely allowing a lot of these shots and allowing Legatus to come back into the game. Like Legatus should have never come back like that. Whoa, whoa, super bugged. Okay, there you go. And power is not gonna be enough to drain enough charge, but it's still good. You get the extra stats. Whoa, it's super bugged. The music thing is super bugged. I don't know if I'm missing an update or what, but it's very bugged. Double medium tank is pretty crazy. We'll see. Got a nice amount of anti. Oh, this one's gonna die. This is gonna be a nice little threat, as there's like no units from M guy here. As you start sending, like wrapping around or sending with a lander, making more copters. So I think if Legatus destroys this and then sends all of this stuff up here, he can definitely flip the com tower and put some threats here. He can probably like pull back from here and then just invest over here. There's not a lot from M guy either. There's the single infantry, and these are kind of far still. So yeah, that is gonna get taken care of. Block, nice. That's a guaranteed com tower flip. He's gonna bully that infantry, so that's gonna severely delay anything that M guy can do over here. So that frees Legatus a lot. He can go a bit ham here, takes out this anti a little bit, makes a medium tank response to some of these medium tanks. But this is looking really good now for Legatus. Yeah, pulling back, I think that's good. Definitely very wise. The copter can help with this medium tank a little bit. Anti wraps around, definitely needed. But he's gonna need a tank. He needs a tank over here. This anti is gonna just do whatever it wants. Use it to power. Okay. Like he's winning over here, right? On the right side, kind of in the middle. I think he's definitely gonna get this city, so that's gonna be really good for M guy. But he is behind on that income. The music player is so bugged. What is going on? It sounds fine to you? What? Is it on my end only? It's like when it starts the turn, it goes... It's like it starts like, I don't know, 10 times in a row in like a split second. It's so bugged. The arty blocking... What? I don't understand this one. Maybe it's blocking the anti from hitting the infantry? Not sure, but it's doing something, and it's running out of fuel as well. And this is a looming threat right here, the HQ. Very important. No tank build either, so I think MK is gonna need to front switch one of these tanks. The Mu tank charging in and supported by a Neo tank against this guy. Looks like maybe the capture is not gonna go through, and because there's no infantry from M guy over here, there's no threat or from these cities, so he can just like pull back and it's totally fine. Just protect the arty, get the conga line going to replenish the numbers over here. Infantry dying here from Legatus, gets the interrupt. I just have to... Okay, it's gonna be a free hit there. Yeah, Copter can just go hit there for free. Got a Neo tank build. Wow, so much cash throwing around. Look at 29k. What the hell? It's a high income map. Another bug. I don't know what happened there. Oh, you can barely hear the music? Okay. I can up it a little bit. There. Tank getting shot down, allowing that shot there. I think with today we can very clearly see that that in the very lower levels, like 800s, the main problem is allowing those strikes, like just mispositioning stuff that allows to get hit just kind of for free. That is the biggest thing that I see. And my guy, M guy resigns. my guy resigns. This city was never captured, nor was this one. Damn, yeah, it's a positioning. M guy started really strong, got a lot of free damage with the tank. Even when it got chopped, it was fine. Like he got so much damage in, but then just started exposing stuff for free that should have never happened. Too much unit count disparity, army as well, like 88 against 140. Like you got the Neo tanks, this Neo tank shot allowed, should never happen. You got this stuff happening over here, which is a big threat on the HQ. You could probably like shoot at the medium tank and then kind of block it around so you can get a juicy arty shot next turn. I have the Untair locking down the airport. Yeah, so lower levels. Biggest thing is focusing on positioning your units and not allowing the other guy to shoot at you. I think that's the main thing, because man, so many leads we've seen today and then just being thrown out the window because you allow the other guy to just smack your whole army. Okay. Next one is a game submitted by The Fine Melody. How do you do the this? Does this work? Oh, didn't work. Okay, I have to look up the game. Maybe I should change the submission thing to be like the file. That might help. Oh, I'm seeing a melody game on this like war room map, pivot isle against rock golem. That's funny. Why didn't you submit that one? That would be a fun game to show. Ah, wait. My God, also having to rename the files. Bro, this is like kind of clunky to get this going, but we got it. Okay, I think that works. Oh no, I forgot. Oh, I wanted to record today's stream. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit record and see if it breaks. I want to see if my computer can handle it. So if the stream suddenly dies, it's because of that. So I'm gonna test it right now. Okay, we're still going. We're still going. Let's go. Okay, cool. Yeah, because if not, downloading the stream from YouTube is kind of bad quality. So yeah. Okay, so we have a game submitted by The Fine Melody, aka Melody. Wants to look at strategy, tactics, cap phase, openings, everything. Okay. So we have 800 Melody and another 800 I Am. And we have double Kindle. We got Kindle Mirror on this map called Looming Threat by Monty. This was the Mariner Cup 5, the round 1. Very fun map. We'll see how they deal with the whole RD setup here, the city and the airport. It's always been so interesting to see. And we got I Am in Black Hole. Maybe I should change one of the colors. Nah, that's fine. I'll leave it. And then we have the Fine Melody, aka Melody with the penguins. I got you 2 base, 1 base, 1 airport, and then another 1 base, 1 airport. No recons so far. Okay. None of them going for the recon. Okay, looks like Melody's going with the RD. Okay. And I Am is going to pretty standard cap face and okay, another RD. So they're both going with the RD opening, but no double infantry. Okay. So I think that you kind of want to do the double infantry already. I think the thought process is, okay, I'm going to send one infantry, put the arty, on the city. Okay, I see. Because you're Kindle. So you might win the battle. But this is a good question right here. Like, do you stop the airport or do you take out the arty? I believe you end up losing the fight, right? You leave it at 5. And this is going to shoot back, leave you at 5. And then it shoots back, leaves you at 2. Okay, so it's kind of like an even trade like this. That's pretty crazy. I think this one still wins, but it's left at like 2 HP or something. I think you stop the airport capture. Yeah, so I think that's the way. Ooh. Wow, and I am is not even going to go for the airport. He's actually just going to sit there. So just going to try to take out the arty. Man, what a heavy investment from both so early, but not even going like double infantry, like to go for the caps. Because I think if you go double infantry, then the arty is not going to shoot at the other arty. It's not worth it, right? Like, you're trading an arty to get these 2 properties. It's a big deal. But we have another arty here from the Fine Melody. I got a tank from I Am. No tanks from Melody. Okay, Melody not making any tanks. No recons either from either player. I think part of the reason here from Melody sending the second infantry down here is to be not that late in this area, so as to try to stop some of these caps. So maybe this guy can go and capture this city, so it's in range to like stop the com tower cap, or perhaps something of that sort. Ooh, and I'm going for the interrupt. Okay. I think this could be an easy, like, I thought the arty could be used here. You go for the interrupt, and then you follow it up with an arty right here, and then you're just never getting the city. Like, I mean, I Am is never getting the city. But instead, you're gonna use the arty over here to lock down the com tower. That just means that I Am is gonna get this city, and then like he'll just like go and cap this. So okay, arty down, infantry coming to get that city. Damn, missed opportunity there to do a classic hit and arty support. We're gonna get a little arty trade here, 5 and 5. Copter out. There goes that infantry to interrupt the com tower, perhaps. Tank going this way. It is in range of that arty, but I think you can easily block. You don't want to be fighting right here. And I am trying to sneak this com tower cap, which is pretty funny. I guess because you're taking out the arty, you can sort of do that. We'll see if he can get away with it. But he's gonna do a little setup here where the tank can't hit the arty, and this is protecting everything. Nice little setup here by Melody. The arty is now gonna run over here to protect this. I guess I can just go like either here, like protect this guy, or go here and lock down this. It's a little exposed right here. I can get a little tap. It's not that bad. Ooh, is it a 1? Wow, okay. So honestly, I don't like this whole thing by I Am. Okay, is it a 4? So that's still gonna interrupt this, and like it's gonna be such an annoyance. Yeah, I think the way that Melody approaches it is definitely better than this approach. I don't think I Am got anything out of skipping the city cap right here, or the airport cap, except like rushing this, or trying to rush the com tower perhaps. I think that was maybe his idea. Like, I'm gonna take out the arty that is protecting the com tower. Okay, so yeah, not really liking this whole approach. So now this is gonna stop the airport capture. Melody is gonna flip that and get the airport at the same time. Tank from I am and Copter both went towards here, towards the top. Which means that these two guys from Melody are free to do whatever they want. And they're gonna be used as blockers to cap this city right here. Okay. Nice. Infantry fights. That's good. Getting this guy in range. Honestly, this guy, I think it came from here. It could just go over here in the silo and then go for the city. Because I think this guy just easily goes and hits this infantry. Boom, Z3. Why not? We are getting close to that urban blight. But you can easily do tank. Tank, infantry caps. But instead he's gonna get a bunch of damage done to one infantry. I guess you have 2 towers, so that's a guaranteed. And then decides to put the tank on there. But there was no way to take it out and sit on the city, right? So I think tank infantry would have been the best, and then start capturing. I was thinking perhaps like copter even? You could do like copter infantry. Let's see. You can do copter, infantry caps, tank on the road, and then anti cannot shoot at the copter. Yeah, something like that. Or tank on the forest if you want, put this infantry over here. And that way the anti cannot reach the copter over here on this tile. But yeah, this was definitely not the play. Gonna be capping right in front of the arty and a few other infantry. Okay. Whole lot of infantry here by Am. So just infantry and arty against another arty and a few infantry from Melody. So definitely I'm liking more how Melody is playing this out. Got into both captures. Okay, he needs to copter against this. Ooh, okay, sending the anti in to take out the infantry. I guess there's no more infantry, so not a bad idea. And you have another one to follow it up. Got Urban Blight coming as well. That's gonna be a dead anti for sure, but there's only one copter. I think I am gonna do Urban Blight and take out this copter though, with this copter. And yeah, it stops this capture. Okay, also enables that. Why are we hitting from there though? That is just like big blunder right there. This thing should hit from this row tile so it doesn't get hit by this guy. Hitting from there is just like a free shot. I guess you can put the arty here and protect it, but I don't see a reason why you would shoot from here and not here. Maybe to be in range to stop this, like the counter tower cap, but just gotta let it go. Like the only thing that I am having for him is that it's 2 towers against 1, but Melody is gonna get this com tower. Urban Blight or maybe even High Society is coming. Ooh, arty right in the face. Menacing arty. And yeah, anti is dead. Copter is dead as well. I think Melody's gonna need an anti for sure. I mean, easy buy, right? There's no tanks here yet, so they're over here. Okay, Melody's gonna get these captures. Yeah, because I don't think I am can get Urban Blight next turn. So he's gonna slap that arty. Probably stop the caps. Oh, they were stopped by Urban Blight. Okay. So Melody is ahead on income and it's gonna get so much more ahead. Okay, stops the captures, takes out a bunch of infantry as well. Tank on tank. Okay. Infantry numbers, way healthier for Melody. Like 12, 19. We have the com tower getting capped here by Melody, and this one. So that might be 3 comm towers for Melody soon. Plus a flip over here, a cap here. Of course, there's some good attacks, but it's still looking very good for Melody. Anti-air copter, this is fine as well. Anti-air definitely needed. Copter is good to like help out with the tanks coming. So now this copter, it cannot stay any longer. It has to run away, and it can still be shot down by this copter. Like it's right there. It's one tile, so unless he somehow magically blocks, but I don't see that happening. Gonna sacrifice to slow down this comm tower cap, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna go through because that's gonna go down to 1. You would need these 2 to stop this, but I think you can like use this tank to attack this guy. Like you put the tank here and you put this infantry right here, and then this goes through for sure, guaranteed. So let's see. That's gonna easy clear. Use the copter to finish that off. Nice tactics. Ooh, okay. Actually, wow, doesn't go for the comm tower. Isn't this a guaranteed? Look, wait. That goes down, right? And then you cap. You attack here. You leave it at like 3. I don't know. You block there. You can even put this guy right here. Boom. And then you do this whole thing. Just kind of neat. Take that out. You can even shoot at this guy like that if you want to. And that's kind of nice because then is there a way to stop this? You have to like sacrifice this guy and then attack with a tank, and I don't know if that's even enough. And then you get that you steal one of the comm towers, which is a pretty big deal. And once it's capped, you know, you kindle, like you just urban blight to death. Hard to flip it back. But sometimes you gotta take those opportunities. Okay. It looks like IAM doesn't have like a clear cut strategy of where to attack. It's just like attacking anywhere that opportunities arise. This capture is probably going to go through unless you can get an urban blight, but then has to use the tank as well. So not looking very hard here for IAM. Definitely like needs anti-air, but hasn't been making or copters, so these copters are going to do whatever they want against these tanks. Okay, so it does use the urban blight to finish that off and puts the arty right in front of this guy, so kind of it's like, you want to shoot, I'll shoot you back. This is not gonna go through. Has some infantry, so IM could get this. Damn, imagine if Melody got this comm tower. That would be a big deal. That's a almost dead tank. Okay, dead infantry. And you desperately need more infantry here, but I think you're fine because there's no anti-airs or copters from IAM, so then you can just make copters and infantry, and then just like, I don't know, pull back this guy or something, just send it back to heal, so I can help with this anti-air that's coming. 24 to 19 income, way more units as well, so looking very good for Melody. IAM is gonna need to, well, he has to get this. And now we're equal in comm towers as well. He's gonna have to like use this this unit count and try to get this property, perhaps get these things. Has to make sure this anti-air lives. There's no tanks from Melody over here. There's only this one single tank from Melody. So you could maybe use these two and kind of take this guy out, and then you can move forward with the anti-air and take more position. You can start capturing here, that kind of stuff. Definitely use one of these tanks to finish off this guy from like the plains right here, and you capped here. So this could be a good turn. Okay, goes for that cap. No, not from there. Why from there? I guess it doesn't make that much of a difference. Because the arty can shoot at this tank or the infantry. And the copter can also shoot. But my thing is that this copter can shoot from the sea to this tank. So I think that's why it's better that this tank actually is on this plains right here. So then the Kindle doesn't have that extra firepower, you know? Just small things like that. Just choosing where you fight is such a big deal. especially with COs like this with Kindle. Oh, I keep hitting the microphone. You don't want to allow those hits. I would definitely take that hit right there. Copter tank, boom, bye bye. Got a bunch of energy over here, no vehicles, so not much that's gonna happen over here. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Destroyed. Oh, didn't die, but gonna get the arty shot. Gonna bring those copters, and they're all away from range of this anti. Although this one is gonna die, but again, this was a good little trade. Arty's gonna live. The arty has been putting in work. Has 3 shots left. And Melody doesn't have to worry about any of this stuff. There's like 6 units here that are doing nothing. If there was an arty, perhaps. I think the best thing that this base can do is go towards here. Like this corridor. And just go like tank. Like make sure that you have these 2 tiles and then you're able to join with a comm tower in the city. Because in this area you can't do too much. You have 2 base and 1 base, 1 airport. There's like too much of a presence. And too big of a open field to kind of do anything. Oh, what happened? What the? Do I reload? Oh, there you go. Okay, nice. We got the copter spam going here from Melody, from the top and the bottom as well. But I think this infantry, these 2 are hanging, so those are gonna die most likely. Okay, finally gets that city. 20 to 23. Maybe you can get this city as I am, but I think that's kind of it. Melody taking some infantry fights. You can probably just like take this one, the first one, right? Like take this guy out, and then just like sit back. Because fighting from here invites the fight back into a mountain. It's not only a bad trade, but then like you're just fighting against a mountain. If there be like an RD build, then that'd be amazing. Just put it right here, lock down the mountains, and just blow up any infantry that dares to sit on the mountain. Got the comm tower cap going as well. Looks like that infantry didn't get picked off by IAM. Urban Blights not used. Okay, not used. So holding it on. I got IAM with also Urban Blight, which is gonna be used. It's gonna stop that cap. Get destroyed. Okay, nice finds there by IAM, clearing a lot of infantry, but it is still kind of like maintaining the status quo of the match, and I think IAM needs a bit more. Also, placing this copter on the city is not a good idea. Why is it on the city? Because it's out of range of this copter. But perhaps it could be right here, because this is gonna get hit by. That's some pre-Urban Blight damage right there. And there you go, Urban Blight. This infantry sitting on the city is really nice, because also getting picked off here. But the only thing on the thread is this city. But there's no tanks from IAM to deter from these anti-airs. It's looking like a bleed out right now, so I think Melody just has it. Has the W, as they say. This Regan is not going to do a lot. Well, I mean, okay, a lot of infantry went down, but you got a tank, you got a copter, so all of this is going to die as well. Melody is ahead on the army size department. Gonna stop that cap, but can also stop this capture. So yeah, all this is just gonna die. There you go. Stop that one. I think this is just a one. This is it. Like, I don't think IAM can bring this back. Trading vehicle for vehicle, and yeah, GG. Damn. Interesting. You both went really early with the arty not capping kind of thing. I feel like the arty could have been, if it was maybe double infantry arty, could be nice because then you get the 2 caps or 1 and then you blow up the arty, then you get the other one quicker. It's a pretty big deal because then you get the airport very quickly, and you've seen how strong this airport can be just pumping out copters. It's a pretty far forward airport, honestly, right there on these property in these contested spaces. It can help join these armies, it can help join these armies, and it can help deal with these copters from this base. While this base, the copters are a bit more tucked away in the corners, it takes a bit more time. The best use is probably over here in this corridor for this airport. Yeah, pretty brawly, as Kindle Mirrors tend to be. Pretty brawly match. Yeah, either 2 inf arty or go more aggro. I think he had done double arty. Am I crazy? Yeah, double arty. Also the mist, I mean, this one was kind of fine because you could have gone for that, the little lock. And that was allowed because IAM skipped the city. Because if IAM goes for here, then he gets the city. But he decided to skip over and try to rush the city instead. Oh, actually the com tower, okay. So I am really focusing on those com towers. Like this guy was going for the com tower as well. And it just didn't pay off. It didn't work out. He did get this one, he didn't get this one. Also, I mean, I guess you're allowed to get this city, but you could have denied the city forever with the arty. With arty at first, and then just like staring with infantry, just from the mountain, you know? Because then you can free up the arty to do something else. Yeah, GG. Okay, let's pull up the next one. Damn, we're doing a lot today. Ooh, we got a game from Colin Stonks. Hey Joe, yeah, we covered your game. How's it going? Epic File, welcome. H20. Nice to see you guys here. Let's get this thing going. Where do I get it? Ooh, okay, interesting match we have. We got a Colin Stonks against Poland. Ooh, high funds match. Damn, it's gonna be a good one. Oh. Okay, so Colin sent me a long message. Nice. Hey, you meet up in a while. Good to see you looking well. Saw you streaming and thought I'd contribute a game versus Poland. So much aggression. Cole is adder. Picked Cole as I didn't want to mirror. Why did Poland keep attacking? Don't you know? Don't you know, man? Don't you know Poland? Hey, Colin Stonks, if you're watching this, nice to see you back. Well, it'd be nice. It'd be amazing to see you back on YouTube. He made a few videos and they were really good, but then he kind of disappeared. Anyways, got a good match on our hands, but yeah, happy to see you playing, man. Let's put it. Okay. There you go. All right. So we have a Hyphens match, a global league. I can't remember the name of this map. What is it called? Capsized. This one was made by Walker. And, well, we all know Poland. 1500. Colin, he's a 1400. Has a pretty good track record on the global league and also in tournaments. So a pretty strong player. He also beat Starflash in one of the Smacky Cup rounds. But we have a Hyphens mixed base map right here. I think I'm gonna change the brown desert color. Or I'll make Poland black hole. This works. Maybe Jade Sun, Silver Claw. This is Silver Claw. Let's go. Let's go Dinos. So we got Cole and Adder, tier 4, and Colin picked Cole because he didn't want to do Adder Mirror. There's a few roads in these areas and these long little areas. I still think Adder would be better than Cole. We'll see if there's any specific moment that Cole can get a little edge of his day-to-day. As we get the first vehicles bought by Poland, we got a recon up here and then tank copter on the bottom. Okay. Gotta be careful of that recon sliding through here and trying to interrupt this airport capture. And Colin's gonna try to go for that. Gonna make a black boat, very early black boat. Wow. And then anti-air, also to defend the airport perhaps. A little recon copter could be a little bit of a problem here. And then black boat can be used to get the comm tower really early. Copter going up to the top though. Okay. And there goes the recon. It's gonna be pointing at that airport. Colin Stonks is a player. Is not an alt, it's just a player. And he was the one that submitted the game too. Okay, actually going for the city, not the comm tower, because the copter is there. I think that makes sense. And that recon is gonna be in range, right? Right here, it does 2, 4, 6, 8. Hits the airport right there. Is there a way to block it off, perhaps? Because if you're here, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can hit from either tile. So I don't think that Colin can block this off. That recon is definitely going to sacrifice itself to stop that airport capture. Okay, gonna use a T-copter instead of a black boat. So we get a little boosty there, and then it's gonna be used to go for the comm tower most likely. There goes the airport cap. Anti-air made to protect over here. Needs one more turn to reach that airport. So Poland is chilling with the airport cap. He's gonna get it. And doesn't finish the capture here. Instead decides to use this guy to block the recon. Nice. Nice little blockage there. But you're pretty much never gonna get the city, I think, at this point, after this. So you're kind of sacrificing that capture to guarantee this. It might work out because we've seen how strong this can be. I did upload a match that showcased that. The little recon going like this and interrupting the airport can be pretty strong. So Poland's still gonna get a shot there. This copter gonna get... Okay, it can't get a free shot. We'll see what he does with this. Okay. Poland is gonna get this, it seems like. Well, you know, Colin can stop it. If he brings the copter over here, he can then interrupt this guy. Brings back the little guy. The poor Dino was on a mission to capture this, then was used as a wall, and now it's just being brought back home. We'll see what is the future of this little Dino. Got a T-copter now, trying to get this other com tower. It's funny because all 4 com towers are on islands on this map. So they're both essentially on no com towers right now. Just like vanilla stats. Now we got another black bolt over here. And getting the only free shot that this copter could get. Getting the little already set up here defense. Probably see... Ooh. Is he gonna make a fighter? Okay, going for all these infantry attacks, which is all the infantry left for Colin's tanks over here. Kind of hanging this anti here. Why is that? Oh. Oh, he went full like destroy all the infantry. Okay. And this he makes double anti here. So, okay, I think the reasoning here is that, okay, I'm gonna get sidestep next turn. Like if this is copter, like anti gets taken out, you know, all this kind of stuff. I'm gonna get sidestep, and then this anti is instantly protecting this guy. And then that's pretty much it. Okay, here nothing's happening. It's like, okay, got infantry there, got infantry here. It's all chill, it's all good. But there's a little bit of a conga line here. Maybe if there's an already built, some copters, then you can put some pressure on the city. And we got another black bolt. So many black bolts here. But yeah, anti gonna go down. That infantry is gonna get taken out. Okay, free interrupt there. And nice little block there with this black bolt as well. Start the cap. He does need another tank though. Right? Side slip, attack the tank. But if I know Poland, he's not gonna go for the tank, he's gonna go for something else. Doesn't even make another tank. Like, he's so positive that he's gonna go for the interrupt. Let's see. Poland gets the first com tower of the game. Will Poland interrupt the capture, or will he attack this tank that has no defense? No like counter. Also, the copter was used to attack an infantry. So interesting seeing Colin go for those infantry pickoffs. Like went for a big infantry pickoff over here. Oh no, actually no, sorry. Poland went for the big infantry pickoff over here. But now Colin did something similar. He went for this guy. So sacrificing the copter to just like wreck these two guys. And there goes a sidestep. Okay. Ooh, it's a neo tank. That can be a problem. But maybe you can block with a copter? With double copter? Okay. Goes for, keeps on capping over here. Got a lot of tank. Ooh, okay. Oh, in terms of the infantry. Okay. So he goes for the anti-air neutralizing. Go for a little block here. What? I guess that's as far as it could go. Because this guy's just gonna get taken out by this guy sitting on the city, right? We're very close to that super, that trail of woe by Colin. Now he has a com tower as well. Anything is gonna gobble up a tank. Ooh, okay. Actually, it doesn't go for that one. Goes for this other guy. Okay, a little bit of a road thing there going. Okay, gets the kill there. Goes for the cap and block. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He would need like a sidewind there. Gonna go for this. And Poland doesn't have charge for a side slip. We'll see if he can get it. That's quite a bit. 21k in your own turn is quite a lot. So we'll see if he can get it and then interrupt over here. Going for double com tower cap right here. Dang. Protecting with the arty. Okay, nice little setup. One moment of nice little road attack there that KOs that copter. And the tank, okay, use it a 4. Pretty standard though. I'm gonna make a medium tank. So really building big units to defend because of the lack of unit count. Also can't make more copters because you got double anti-air pointing at it. And Poland, wow, Poland's gonna pass up on the opportunity of stopping this capture. And it's gonna go and take out that tank. Dang. Poland, what happened? 2, 4, 6. No, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, he would need a sidewind to use a recon. He uses a side slip. Wait, it reaches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I can't count. Of course. Poland would never leave a capture go. Although I'm not sure if it's enough because it's at 5 property HP thingy. Oh, it wasn't enough. Because there's a super also, so it has extra stats. And he only has 1 com tower. Okay. So really banking on the unit count here by Poland to try to overwhelm this one base. He's clearly investing on this, on like really taking out this one base, one airport area by Colin. He's pretty much neutralized the airport because he has all these anti-airs. Well, this one's gonna go down most likely. And then he has a bunch of copters just chaining to take out the remaining copters. So he might overwhelm the tech ups with just units, just like just throwing units in the face. So Colin's gonna be happy to get that. Okay. This anti still lives, so makes another. Oh, still makes a copter. Okay. Interesting. But moving away from the fight over here and just like balling up over here. All right, and taking out a few of these, putting the fighter right in front of this fighter right here. Why are we doing this? Oh, it was a copter. Okay, didn't see that. Okay, so taking out a copter and then getting a first strike right here by a fighter. Ooh. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna lose the fighter fight. Infantry gone. Recon gonna do a bit of damage here. No tank from Colin whatsoever. It's like the main fight is over here. Like all the money is being spent over here. Got a fighter build here, maybe a recon, an anti here, but everything's being spent over here from both players. Got this little, like, very skinny passageway where this RD is going to be really strong. Honestly, this copter could go and smack this, and then fighter hits here. Not sure if it's worth. But he's going to block around the base. There he goes with those attacks. Is he gonna use side slip for the extra attack? It doesn't go for that copter, he goes for this one. And leaves them at 1, so it leaves just 1 copter. But he can still break through, right? He can take out this copter and then move this guy away, build something else. And this can still pack a punch, and this will definitely pack a punch. Makes another fighter. Why do the fighter? I think perhaps to like send it over here and take out the airport, right? Like one move we can get here and then locking down this whole area. And that might be the thing he's banking on. Also surprised to not see any carriers. Carrier here is really good. You lock down this airport. Okay, so now it's Colin's turn. And he has the super loaded. Let's see what it does. Trail of Woe. Tank gone. Infantry, ooh, almost gone. And that is gone as well. Okay, takes out the copter. Oof, nice cleanup. We're still at one comm tower each, like pretty standard. And I think this guy is gonna load up on the T-copter and go for either of these two. Has to make another fighter and is able to block a little bit, but maybe side slip, just sacrificial side slip right here. Something that Poland could do. Another anti-air, and now, yeah, the forces by Poland have definitely been dwindled. He wasn't successful. He wasn't able to like really take this down. I think the tech ups were able to hold, and then with the anti-air and copters, he was able to hold on, while Poland was being forced to spend some funds somewhere else, like this fighter and stuff. So I think this is a good defense by Colin. He has to just clean up some of these infantry and he'll be solid. And it's going to be a problem for Poland because now he's going to have to make some stuff here or here to defend from these big tech ups. There's only one infantry though for Colin, but after this turn he'll probably start making more infantry. He just keeps attacking. He's going to injure the last remaining infantry there for Colin and attack all these guys that are kind of left hanging. Keeps coming over here. Yeah, he definitely keeps attacking. So yeah, you're not wrong there, Colin. Makes another fighter. What? 3 fighters? I mean, you have enough charge for another side slip. So like this fighter would be protecting this guy. I don't know. It's pretty expensive, right? It's like 60k is in these 3 fighters of the 160k of the Army of Poland. It's like everything else, like recons, a few copters, like some injured tanks. Just not a lot of firepower. No tech ups whatsoever for Poland. There's this neo tank is kind of like unpunished. I think he might get enough charge for power. Okay, he does get the forced march. Not super sure what for, but we shall see. Okay. Oh, look at that. Nice little +1 movement. Bye copter. Really little kill. No tank to take that out. Ooh, even also a neo tank to get there and take out that anti-air. So yeah, super winning over here in this corner for Colin. Took out the other fighter and just blocks it off from these 2 fighters. We'll see. He has to, I think, block a little bit more. So he could use like the T-copter or something. He goes in and hits this guy so it doesn't cap this city that he got. Income looking good for Colin right there. And Poland tops out. Resigns. Dang, I don't think it was a CO thing, this match. It seemed more to be that Poland just went ham everywhere. I feel like maybe over-invested in the fighters a little bit. There was like 2 fighters against half a fighter at a certain point. And I'm not sure why, because there wasn't like a whole lot of copters either. Like if maybe these fighters were to be sent over here to help deal with this, maybe. But it did mean that a whole lot of money was spent here, pretty much half of the income. And it wasn't money spent on like a neo tank or a bomber or something to deal with the tech ups from Colin. Because these 2 just munched so many tanks and anti-airs. And I think between that and having maybe half an anti-air or like 1 copter alive every turn allowed Colin to deal with the onslaught of those copters from Poland. And then once this was won, it was like, okay, just won everything. There's such a big discrepancy in army. Look at that, 186 to 118. And you got captures going, you got this lab cap, you got this comm tower cap that's gonna happen. Yeah, and just not a big solid army from Poland anywhere, right? Like usually before resigning you have to be like, okay, do I have a lead somewhere? Do I have some army somewhere in the map that it can do something? And in this case there just isn't. There's like little pieces of army everywhere in the map and nothing much that can be done. That was a good game. GG. Should I do one more? As it's getting kind of dark. You can see the sunset. Whew. It's been a 3-hour and 20-minute stream so far. Only 20 left in the queue. There's still games from February. We did what, 6 games today? Okay, I need to consult if I can do another one, because I think I might have to have dinner. Let me see. I will leave you with some Global League, perhaps. Also, Live League, I mean. Man, the victory song is so good. Okay. I'll be back. Oh no! I forgot to share the screen. My bad, my bad. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to call it, guys. So, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Wow, there's only 2 viewers right now? Damn, okay. Or is this thing wrong? Okay, guys. To the only 2 viewers right now, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time, and I hope to be streaming back again. We'll see if tomorrow, but it's highly unlikely. Oh, 35. Okay, 32. Okay. Then this thing is like very wrong. Oh, now I updated. Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a good one. I hope you learned some stuff. And if I don't stream tomorrow, I'll definitely try to stream next weekend. Okay. See you guys.